Some people just want to watch World Fun.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98. I got just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. LaCroix. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 352. I'm Jason.
Jeff.
And with us this week is not Brian, not intern. He may be back. We don't know. He has allergies. Jim is drunk on a golf course. And Blake is somewhere in the stars. I'm not sure. So this week we have Stephen Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies podcast with us again. Welcome, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, so thanks. You know, you guys always pick the right time to come on because we usually are missing half the staff. So you guys fill in very nicely.
We're excellent last-minute substitutions.
That's right. You know
Our
what?
hobby is filling in on other podcasts.
You know what? Unlike 365 Flicks podcast, Kevin, you at least wake up for our podcast. I'm just saying. Just saying. Of course, there's not a 5-hour time difference either. So
We're not cowards like Besotted Geek.
Oh, come on, Stork, man up.
don't get me started on that fucking guy. What are you guys drinking tonight?
We just got a nice 12-pack of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for 'tis the season.
Yeah, drinking those Meritzens.
Nice. Jeff, what are you drinking?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I am drinking Corona Seltzer again. This week it is Tropical Lime. So there you go.
Well, that's like 3 strikes.
What?
Corona, seltzer, tropical lime.
Oh, it's good.
Judging.
I'm trying to lose weight, so I've been cutting off my beer, and the seltzer is only 90 calories. So that's I'm trying. So
All right, we'll allow it this time.
okay.
I won't.
There's no whiskey.
Just if anything, I would just go with Patron, straight Patron, but I don't think that would end up well. So.
Nasty.
That'll clean out your system.
So Blake's with us now. Hey, Blake.
Hey, what's going on?
We are on the lot. We are live. We just started 2 minutes ago. So
I can't handle the pressure.
okay. Well, Steve and Izzy are here. So if you can't handle the pressure, they're here with us.
Okay,
Hey.
see you later.
Hey, where are you going?
Okay, I'll stick around.
How you doing, Blake?
Doing great.
Good. Good. It seemed like everybody has a mellow approach tonight. Jeff, you seem very mellow today. You okay?
I'm always mellow.
Okay. Okay.
Well, let's get to talking about this Twitter poll you did this week.
Get the blood fired up.
Oh,
That'll get me fired up.
you know what?
Did I miss the up-downs already?
No. But I think
No.
you just
I'm
started-
you
I'm
guys
just
are
skipping
jumping
ahead
the
to where
gun.
I'm going to
I
get
see.
angry.
I think it's because Steve and Izzy kind of want to start shit early today. So you know what? We'll go straight to the Twitter poll of the week, and then we'll go back
I
to
agree.
the.
I've seen the Twitter poll of the week here, and I've got some problems with you.
I got a lot of
Some
problems
blood.
with you.
Yeah, but you have to wait till Festivus to air them.
Oh,
Okay.
Blake and I are doing feats of strength next, so be ready.
Hey, I've been lifting weights. I'm getting ready for the feats of strength.
Okay. I've been losing a
right.
little weight, so I got Corona Hard Seltzer to thank for that, Blake. So you better be watching it.
There you
God,
go.
he's got that Rona.
Let's see. So
Usually before my feats of strength, I do tequila shots.
we were talking about that. We're going to do Patron. Everybody does Patron.
That's right. It
Yes.
gives you unnatural strength.
That's right.
It gives you crazy drunk man strength.
Oh.
Do you actually ever have any stories of crazy drunk man strength that you've witnessed over the drinking years?
Jeff and I and Jim used to wrestle a lot. Not so much Jeff, but Jim and I used to.
That's not the direction I was going.
Oh.
Well, you know, we get all lubed up with KY, get a couple shots in us, and just start wrestling there on the ground.
Just wake
It's
up.
middle time.
Naked, covered in juices.
Start drinking that Patron. Next thing you
Singing
know.
Last Train to Clarksville. It was great.
Hate the Beatles.
Last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station. Speaking of music, real quick, before we get into the shitfest that is our Twitter poll of the week.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk more about your guys' three-way wrestling.
Well, I never
Leave
fought.
it to the theater of the mind.
I never fought Jeff because he was in the cruiserweights. So I was always in the heavyweight. So it didn't work out. I could never fight him.
Twinks, as we call them.
Young, nubile.
Nubile. Oh. Jeff,
We used to,
what's that?
but you know, crazy drunk man strength. We had a fraternity brother that would get drunk and then just become unbelievably strong. I mean, people couldn't like
What would
contain him. He was pretty wild.
they do?
Bruce Banner.
Well, it was, you know, sometimes there's good drunk days and sometimes there's bad drunk days, and sometimes he just had too much drunk days.
What would he pick up? Like cars? People?
No, you know, I don't want to. Well, yeah, almost. It would, you know, just trying to restrain people. Sometimes it gets really bad.
No. That's why you
Good
need.
story, Russ.
That's why you need one of those darts, Blake, from the zoo to tranquilize them. That's what you need. Just done.
Yeah.
See, this is why I like going out and drinking with the ladies. They just drink until they get super drunk and gang up on one girl and basically try and get her to commit suicide.
Oh my
They
god!
drive everyone home.
And then they do it all again the next day.
I mean, you've all seen Heathers, right?
That's right.
right. Or leave the party early.
Blake, Jeff, how are you doing over there? Are the Reds okay? You look very interested
they're
in
not.
that. Are they losing?
They are losing 3-2 right now.
Okay. Well, I'm
What
sorry.
are the Indians doing?
I have no clue. That's not on my television.
Well, damn it! It's on MLB now. If we win tonight, we're in the playoffs.
Are you
You're in
in
the
there?
playoffs anyway. Come on.
Wait, are you guys talking about that Cleveland baseball team?
Yes, the Cleveland Indians.
The Cleveland Spiders. I like the Cleveland
Boy, don't
Spiders.
you wish we could get them into a sport?
Right?
Be great.
Blake, I didn't know you played for the Indians. That's pretty cool that
Yeah.
you're going to be in the playoffs. Okay.
That's right.
Just real
How
quick.
about them Browns?
You know what, Blake? How about my Cardinals, baby? Arizona Cardinals 2-0. Kyler Murray proving the doubters wrong. So-
Yeah. Were you born in St. Louis?
God no.
Do you
God,
live
no.
in Arizona?
You know what? I do. So ever since
I love people that have no affiliation whatsoever to a team, other than they just pick them for a reason.
you
But
look,
then you know what? I kind of agree with that, anyways. Why be restricted by your shitty regional location?
yeah, just because I grew up in Cincinnati doesn't mean that I have to support Mike Brown and his fucking asshole ways. Screw that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, just because I grew up in Sacramento, do I have to root for the Kings or do I get to choose to root for the Kings?
Are you talking about?
Choose to root.
Are you talking, Izzy, about the Latin Kings, the gang, or the Sacramento Kings?
The lesser known Sacramento Kings.
The Lion Kings have actually won something the last 18 years. Fight me.
They won a lot of turf wars.
More
Sacra-
TV appearances.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're on the news like every night.
Sacramento Kings, who were at one time in their history the Cincinnati Royals.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Latin.
Yeah, so we got a
Oscar
connection.
Robertson, baby.
So I have a question. If you are rooting for any California teams, have they burned down yet, or are they in threat of burning down?
Oh, all of California is on fire. Come on.
It's a constant threat.
It's that wonderful time of year in California where the leaves just burst into flames.
Are you talking?
It's like rooting for a team in Ohio. Are they going to miss the playoffs, or is it already assumed they're not even invited?
Look. This is my self-esteem. Born and raised in California, I root for the Lions.
You know what?
There's only one team that's more Browns than the Browns, and that's the Lions.
The Lions, yeah.
We-
Oh my God! When that guy dropped the pass in the end zone with like 4 seconds
Steve,
left,
what
I'm
do we
like,
call
yep,
that now?
that's it.
We call it pulling alliance.
Pulling Alliance, yeah.
All right.
My wife is a Lions fan because she got tired of the Bengals and their shitty ways, like their owner and that. And she's like, I need a new team. And then she's like, oh, the Lions are 0-16. I'll root for them. They got to be better next year.
Well,
Can't get worse.
your wife's famous for picking winners.
That's oh.
Shots fired.
Hey, you can hang up on him now, Jason.
Need some
Guys-
ointment for
guys-
that bird?
Take the last train to Clarksville.
But man, I will tell you, Joe Burrow is the real deal. He even though he lost and threw 60 times and mostly at 5-yard outs, he was still doing pretty good.
I like.
So there's a bright future in Cincinnati, I think.
I watched the game off and on, and I turned it off in like the third quarter because I was flipping stations, and I completely forgot to go back to it. I was like, oh shit, there was a game. But I saw the first quarter, he had like 17 pass attempts, and I'm like, this is not going to go well if he's passing 17 times in the first quarter.
No.
I trust that he has talent, and I think he looks good, but I was like, you should not have any game plan that you're throwing 17 times in the first quarter unless you're up 70-0 already. I mean, if that's
He's no Jimmy Garoppolo, but yeah, he's a good-looking quarterback.
Who would have thought Janine Garoppolo would be so good at sports ball?
Well,
Yeah,
I did because she played the bowler in Mystery Men. She can handle the ball.
Exactly.
And I think they've actually both played about the same number of games the last 3 years.
In real life, she doesn't handle balls. Anyways, what I was going to say on Last Train to Clarksville about 20 minutes ago, just let you know,
Yeah, your favorite Beatles song?
you can get that on Amazon Music, and now you can get the History of Bad Ideas on Amazon Music.
That's right. It's
Nice
2020.
segue.
Yeah. And as David Caruso would say, ready, Blake?
Yeah, I can't yell at the moment. I got my throat's a little raw.
Oh, okay.
Sore.
So, yeah,
We used to be able to go full volume, but
we
it's a
could.
little tough now. Yeah, Amazon puts our podcast on, and then Ruth Bader Ginsburg passes away. Coincidence?
I hope so.
100%
Wow.
coincidence.
You guys are just murdering chief justices. Oh my God.
I think
wasn't-
so. I think her last download was our podcast.
I'm out.
She took that last train to Clarksville.
He's right.
There was nobody at the station except
Man,
death.
that's a good build up to the whole joke. Good one. I like it.
So, yeah, you can go to Amazon Music and look under podcast. You can put us in. You can also ask, I don't know, is it Alexa on those things that are listening in on your at your house? What's those?
Oh, let's find out. Hey, Alexa, download Everything I Learned from Movies on Amazon Podcast.
Wait a minute.
All episodes. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll let you know.
We do not know what everything I learned from movies is. Please clarify.
Yeah, you turn to your Amazon narc.
So, yeah,
You
so
make those narcs work for you.
we are excited about that. It was day one. We were day one, baby. To quote the Usos from wrestling, day one-ish. Us and 70,000 other podcasts.
Ish.
Yeah, that's what they always said.
Ish.
Yes. Us and
That's not a brag.
it was a tough thing. It was us and 70,000 of our closest podcast friends are on there. So there you
Including
go.
Everything I Learned from Movies. And check out our new homepage at ageofradio.org/everything I learned from movies. Just apparently you have to type it out. Yeah, or just ageofradio.org and look for it.
Do you have t-shirts?
We do have
We do
t-shirts.
have t-shirts available at untidyvenus.etsy.com or Redbubble
No, they're
There
on
you
TeePublic.
or TeePublic.
They're on
whatever.
TeePublic
They're
under
everywhere.
Untidy Venus.
Untidy penis? What is going on? What?
No, Untidy Venus.
Oh,
Oh, goddess.
oh,
Who's
my
bad at
bad.
housekeeping?
No, my bad.
Untidy Penis is completely different.
That's for my fans only site, and I just really don't want to talk about it right now.
Is it on what's that website that we saw last week? WeChat or what's that one, Jeff? That we talked about that the porn stars are all mad about?
Oh no, that got shut down on Sunday due to the new administrative regulations. So we're looking
OnlyFans?
for a new home.
OnlyFans, not WeChat. Sorry, OnlyFans.
Yeah, the one that Izzy just said.
Yes.
When you,
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, Jeff.
Well,
Say
she
something
mentions it, and then you're like, "What was the one we were talking about?" That one.
Anyway.
They shut down OnlyFans.
No, they shut down the one he said, WeChat.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what that one is.
I don't either.
We had an
Obviously,
OnlyFans.
it's a
We had an
communist gathering.
OnlyFans page.
Yeah, it's intern Hackney on OnlyFans watching Mr. Belvedere. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's naked.
He also sells April Air,
What?
air purifiers.
Oh, I thought April Air was like a porn star.
Yeah, we don't get as much traffic
If you go to
as we anticipated. I think we missed the idea there.
You're not supposed to use it for pyramid schemes.
what?
What?
It's
I was just gonna post pictures of the cats.
it's
Just
Or the rats.
mountains and
Speaking
mountains
of
of pictures
the
of
rats.
pussy. Oh yeah, do you guys need a Cool Ranch update?
Yes,
how's Cool
we do.
Ranch? The rat.
Cool Ranch the rat is a good boy. In fact, he's one of the bestest boys. He enjoys eating snacks. His favorite thing right now is stale corn nuts. The Cool Ranch flavor, obviously, because it's the best
correct.
one. And yeah, he enjoys lounging in his Sputnik hammock and basically wrestling with his brothers, much like you guys.
See on 24/7 live feed.
Fansonly.com or onlyfans.com/coolranch.
Let me know when he gets on the wheel.
He probably has more fans than we do. So.
Hey,
Set up notifications for that.
Jeff.
And you can
So-
donate to his Patreon.
I have to ask. I heard a term I'm unfamiliar with: a Sputnik hammock.
So
It sounds a lot dirtier than it is.
So, because rats are larger than, like mice and hamsters and some of the other small pets that people tend to have, they'll get stuck, because especially boy rats, because they're big
Tend to
chunky
have?
boys. So
They
you need to get a
normally
big
have?
house, and so it's a hammock that, I guess, I don't know, sort of a hammock / house hybrid. It's hard plastic and it hangs from the ceiling, sort of is shaped like the space station Sputnik, and the ratties can go in and climb in there because they like to sleep in hammocks, it turns out.
Is it a
Gotcha.
sex? Is it like a sex swing?
I mean, it probably could be.
I mean,
but
they are all boys in there. Am I right, Jason?
Yeah.
wrestling. What wrestling leads to,
That's right.
especially after a night of Patron shots.
Cigarettes.
Back injuries. Sorry.
Gift piles.
Back to the pile. Jeff, are you excited about the South Park pandemic episode, September 30th?
Excited about? I wouldn't say I'm excited about it. I will watch it and probably enjoy it.
I haven't watched South Park in probably like 5 years, and I'm excited. I'm taping it. I'm really excited about it. So,
Well, then you won't have any clue what's going on if you haven't watched it in 5 years.
that's fine. I'll be fine.
Are they still like 8 years old? Yeah, I think we'll pick it up.
I don't know, but Randy is no longer a geologist. He's now a weed farmer.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my God, somebody's got corona. Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
I don't think sneezing is a sign of corona.
It is now. Everything's a sign. Drinking Corona seltzers, you have corona.
Well, you literally do. It's in your hand.
Yes. Real quick, since we talked about it 17 minutes ago, the shitstorm that was the Twitter poll of the week at Bad Ideas Podcast. What is the best Batman film? I took a lot of shit for this because I went to Rotten Tomatoes and put the top 4 the best reviewed films down for
That's
Batman.
your first mistake. Rotten Tomatoes is horrible, so you picked maybe 2 of the top 10 Batman movies for
I
this
agree.
whole
Critics are hacks.
But I didn't want to also put every Christopher Nolan film up here, and then
You only needed to put
No.
one from
No,
Christopher
why would you?
Nolan.
There can be only one.
Where's Batman
there's
Returns?
a couple of Batman genres, and
well, you know what?
I mean, and you put the 2 Nolan films in there together.
I'll be honest. These 4 films, I was shocked were the top 4 best rated. So let me give you those first.
All right, I understand your logic now.
The Dark Knight, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, which is a great animated film from back in the day.
Those
Absolutely.
two make sense. Absolutely.
Yep.
The Lego Batman movie, which was shite. God, I hated that movie. It was Batman was annoying in it, and The Dark Knight Rises. I am the Bane. I am the master of the city. Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, Steve today.
You really adopted the Twitter. I was born in it.
hey, there's only one impression on this show. Hey,
Yeah,
And it's Steve now.
Wait, who is it? Is it Jeff?
it's Jeff. That's right.
Little did they know that Dark Knight Rises was, the future, future Portland.
Yeah, but nobody's blowing up the Steelers. Damn it.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing. Steelers and Antonio Brown.
Actually, just the stadium, because that stadium's shite. That's ugh. So, first off, I can't believe, like I said, the last two were that high. Dark Knight Rises is okay and it's enjoyable just from a comic book perspective because you have a lot of people getting out, the criminals and that. But it's not, I would even say, in the top 5 for mine.
Then why would you put it?
Because of Rotten Tomatoes
Only you had
paid me.
control of this Twitter poll. That you
So
I mean,
anyway,
it provided some good Funny or Die spin-off skits.
it did. It did.
All right, guys. Well, obviously, Dark Knight's number one across the board. That's why it probably got 92% of the vote.
68%.
That's it?
Yeah.
So who's battling for the silver?
I still say Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight.
You think
Batman
so?
Returns is the best one.
Yeah, Batman Returns.
Well, hold on. Batman Mask of the Phantasm was second with 17%. Then The Dark Knight Rises at 10%, and Lego Batman movie at 5%. Batman Returns, I saw that a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't like it when I first saw it, and I still don't like it. I really don't. There's too many plot lines going on.
Batman
What?
Returns has the one factor it has going for it, which eclipses all other factors when judging a movie.
Danny DeVito?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
No.
Best Catwoman, hands down. No,
No.
competition whatsoever.
I agree.
Best Catwoman.
Eartha Kitt.
Well, no.
Correct.
It's Lee Merriweather.
No.
Not Julie Newmar?
Only in Tu Wong Fu.
Halle Berry? Eh?
Mm-hmm.
One?
Well, see, Halle Berry's not any Catwoman that ever existed before or since, so she doesn't count.
She's a Kino, Catwoman in name only.
Natasha
Yes.
Kinski?
But,
From Capitol?
but
Yes.
She's
Best
as much of
Catwoman.
a Catwoman as Halle Berry.
Catwoman did have Benjamin Pratt. I mean, you gotta like that. Is it Pratt? Benjamin Pratt, right?
Pratt.
Yeah.
Benjamin Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benjamin Pratt, Chris Pratt's brother.
That's right. You know what? I
Little
think
Betty Pratt.
he's better in that role than Benjamin Bratt. Trust me. Benjamin Bratt's joining Scott Speedman. Where are they now? Let's see.
Benjamin Pratt was Doctor Strange.
What?
Benjamin Pratt was in Doctor Strange.
Oh, he was, wasn't he? He was the guy that got healed
As
before him.
Yes.
Yeah.
As Catwoman.
Yes.
No, it was Catwoman.
I'm Catman, yeah.
So in all honesty, I would put Batman 66, the movie, up here, the 1966 film. Just because it's so fun and it has all the criminals
Why
in it.
didn't you?
You know what? I'm going to make a new poll next week. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to say, what is your favorite Batman film? How about that? We'll do that.
Yeah, that won't create a shitstorm. Good job. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And then you got Batman Begins, I think, right, Jeff? That's yours, right?
Batman Returns.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins, Blake? Okay.
That's my favorite, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else was... what about the Michael Keaton Batman? Batman 89?
Yeah, Batman 89. That's a good
Batman 89 was good. But of course, Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, Batman Returns.
one. And Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
And Danny DeVito biting off a guy's nose.
Yeah.
And a giant
Yeah,
duck.
but the best
And
Batman
penguins
movie soundtrack,
wearing jetpacks.
best soundtrack would have to be the 89.
Oh, yeah.
That was Prince.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I can't drive.
That's the poll for
55.
next week. Best Batman soundtrack.
There you go.
Do you want me doing that poll? Because that's not going to end well.
He mentions Prince.
Then you can throw in
Actually-
Batman
Sammy
Forever.
Hagar.
Last train.
Actually, let's pick Jason's favorite Beatles song. We got Last Train to Clarksville.
I'm sorry, what was that, Jeff? What were you saying?
I'm confused as he started talking about Prince doing the soundtrack, and you started singing Sammy Hagar.
I can't
Correct.
drive 55.
Not seeing the connection there.
That's Prince, isn't it?
Song ever.
Yeah, don't you remember, Jeff? That's what they played when he brought out the Batmobile for the first time.
Yeah.
Then he hit the jet thruster.
Yeah.
Little George Thorogood.
It was the 80s, right? It had to be that song.
Let's see. Hey, Blake, have you found a PlayStation 5 yet?
No, I don't understand how big it is. I don't know if it'll fit in my entertainment center. Those things look huge.
It's as big as a monument. It's
Big
pretty
as a
big.
Decepticon.
Yes.
That's what I saw.
Are we talking national monument or Confederate monument?
Well,
Boo.
down the hall. Down the hall.
Now
On
we're
a
gonna have to
scale
tear it
of
down.
Prius to Le Mans, what are we talking?
Well, I did have a PlayStation 5 in my virtual cart at Target.com the other day. I went onto their website. And I was like, "Oh, I got one!" And by the time
pre-order,
it was a pre-order. Yeah.
yeah.
So by the time I got to the Target checkout, it was gone. They're like, "Sorry, this item's not available." I was like, "I just had it in my shopping cart."
Dude, I almost had you. You
Didn't
don't
I
have
see
it in
that-
your cart. Oh!
What the fuck?
Didn't I see that? They had some problems with their release.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't have enough. Or they sold out too
They
quickly.
didn't have a full release, you might say?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is they were
Didn't they release early?
yes. So the
They said-
retailers all released early the day before they were supposed to go.
Premature, you might say?
Premature. So they were all gone. But it was funny because Xbox came out today with the pre-release, and I was just curious. So I went to Best Buy and I found one, no issue. I put it in my virtual shopping cart. I wasn't going to buy it, or I went back and forth, and my oldest son's like, "Dad, I want the PlayStation instead. Everything we have is
I want a
PlayStation."
real gaming system, Dad.
He's smart on that. But go ahead.
So I had it.
Dad, just get me a Sega Dreamcast while you're at it.
Hey! We got a Atari 2600.
We have an Atari as well.
Yeah, my kids don't know how to play with one button. They're like, "What the hell?"
Or a joystick.
Exactly. So I had the
Or the paddle.
the paddle's
Wheel?
annoying. God, that paddle.
Paddle's super annoying.
Yes. So
How can it be annoying? All you did was go back and forth. I mean,
yeah, but if it was too loose, you would go up and down too quick on the paddle. Look it up,
Looks
kids.
like one of Mom's happy toys.
So, anyways, I had the Xbox, the new one, in the virtual shopping cart, and I was like, I went back and forth. So I turned off my phone, did some stuff, came back 20 minutes later, still in the virtual shopping cart. I could still buy it. I was like, well, I guess they're not being sold out.
So for the PS5, you were a virtual Black Friday victim.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
somebody you don't even know gets your PS5 out of your cart.
They literally pushed me down, Blake, took my car, took it, and ran.
But nobody wanted that Xbox X5, whatever the hell they're calling it now. Xbox Super X, what is it called?
X, isn't it?
Xbox Supreme with cheese.
Series
there you
X,
go.
I think they call it.
Yeah,
It's a double-decker crunch Xbox.
you can do,
Xbox Royale.
you can do one as they both have the same thing. PlayStation has one with a hard drive or a disk drive and one without. That's all digital, and then there's same thing with the Xbox. I wanted the one with the digital or with the hard drive though.
Well, no, they all have hard drives. You mean?
Yeah, so
I mean disk drive. Sorry,
Disk
disk drive.
drive.
Disk
Yeah.
drive. There you go. There you go.
Sorry. They have no
I
hard
cou-
drive. You get
I
nothing.
couldn't imagine not wanting the disk drive, and I still can't imagine not wanting physical media. So if something, it just as a backup, if anything, if something happens, I'm holding it in my hand. It won't go the way of the wind.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
so-
not
yeah, so
having
they-
to have an internet connection to play a goddamn game.
Right.
Yes.
Miss those
Yeah.
fucking days.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm not kidding. I've been away from Best Buy's website for 3 hours, and I still have my Xbox Series X 1 terabyte console in my virtual card.
Now keep in
Well,
mind,
just because it's in your cart doesn't mean it's still
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah, it
If
doesn't
you're
mean
gonna
it's still
buy it,
there.
It might be.
I still have
Why
a
don't
second
you get on-
Dreamcast in my
Why don't you
virtual
get on the
card.
Twitterverse and try and auction it off?
I can
out of
still
your
check
cart?
out with it.
because and keep in
So
mind
go
too
ahead and
that
enter
Best
your,
Buy,
your credit card number and see if it still works.
I'm not doing that.
Best Buy has been sued multiple times for overselling products they can't deliver and not telling the guests until basically they're sold out other places.
Customers, not guests.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was going to complain about
That sounds like
that
a lot
would
of
call
people's
it
disappointing
updated
dating
Switch.
lives.
Yeah.
well, Best Buy got in trouble because I guess, and Amazon, I guess the people are buying the PlayStation 5 pre-orders and they're being emailed like a day later. You are not guaranteed this will come on the launch day.
Yep.
More than likely, you're going to get it in December. Which again, who cares?
Well, what's the point?
Yeah. So, and again, you know what? I haven't even played my PlayStation that much lately, but my kids are finally getting to the age that I'm able to play more. I have more free time in that. Not much more, but a little bit more. And so I'm like,
that PS1.
I could do the PS5. I could do it just in case. If I want the Miles Morales Spider-Man game. That's the reason. So, but yes, I haven't found one. But let's see. Blake, have you watched anything this week?
I finished the last episode of that Epstein, and I also finished. I also did episode 5 of The Boys. I would rather talk about episode 5 of The Boys because I really don't want to bum myself out about the.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have need to talk about Epstein on this.
But
program.
you know who's the real winner out of all this so far is that Ghislaine. I mean, she's dropped off the face of the earth. Everybody was interested, and it's been like 2 months now, and you haven't heard a peep, have you?
No, but there's a whole lot of trafficking of kids being rescued.
Well, yeah, isn't that insane? It was like it was like a whole semi truck in Atlanta or something. That's insane.
You think she's giving up some information?
Well, there was a whole bunch of buzz of like, oh boy, here we go, and nothing.
No. There's too many
Nothing.
people. There's too many people in power that have done this. They're
That's
never
right.
going to let that out. Not to be all conspiracy, but it's not conspiracy if it's true.
Yeah, she's gonna extradite to like Sweden or something with her $1 billion hush hush package and live her life.
Yeah. She's creepy.
Yeah,
anyway.
I also like Batman Under the Red Hood. I think that should be on the next list.
Yeah, Batman Under the Red Hood is a great one.
You know what? I agree with you on that. Batman Under the Red Hood is a damn good series. Good job, Steve. I like that one.
You're welcome.
But did you catch up on The Boys?
No, I have not.
I am
Oh,
caught
okay.
up on the boys.
Okay, go ahead and talk. Go ahead. You and Jeff talk.
Well, first thing I'm going to say, if we're talking the boys, is, oh, Jason, you're so stupid.
Why?
You're all, Huey, blah, blah, I hate him, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you think Butcher is the hero of this story? He's the worst one of them all. Well, Homelander's the worst of them all. But Butcher's pretty bad person who you shouldn't be taking his side on most things.
I like how every one of your impressions, Jeff, sounds like Teen Girl Squad.
Well, that's what you sound like.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was you just responding, but
Yeah, the whole Butcher storyline with him getting with his wife, and she's like, "Yeah, okay, here we go," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, didn't she want to
wait,
leave?"
his wife's
you know?
alive?
Yeah, sorry. Boop. Spoiler alert.
I know. I'm sure.
That was
Yeah,
just
this is
long,
how you
so-
sell.
That whole thing didn't make sense if she was trying to stay hidden from him this whole time. Then he shows up and she's like, "Okay, let's go." And then he's like, "Yeah, I guess you can bring that kid too." And she's like, "Hey,
She
hold on a
wasn't
second."
trying to stay hidden from him. She was trying to keep her son protected.
Yeah, I
Or
guess.
Was she?
Bum, bum, bum.
So
They
is this,
Episode 6
didn't
to
sell
find
me on the
out.
storyline that well, though. I guess, but you're right. The Butcher's not a likable guy.
so?
I mean, he's okay, but he's got his faults. But
He's an anti-hero.
yeah,
Is it going to switch that the Butcher is the real bad guy of this series and Homelander is the good guy? Because he seems like a decent guy.
They,
No,
they can't redeem Homelander.
no, Homelander and Stormfront are going to be just like your two most deplorable,
victim.
Well, I mean,
I
now
mean,
that
I don't know how
the
that's
Deep
gonna
is
work.
Not around.
I mean, we'll see. But okay, the real question about this series, though, is when is Elizabeth Shue going to join Cobra Kai? Is it season 3? Is she going to end up being Tori's mom?
That could be the. Don't tease your crossover picks at the end for the top 5, Steve.
Oh shit, you're right.
Is the Aquaman guy in it this season?
The Deep?
The Deep, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I
he
love
is.
him. He's awesome.
He's got a funny redemption story. I like her. I want her to be my wife. No,
No, you choose her.
you're going to choose her.
Caught up in a church, which I think is their thinly veiled thing of Scientology.
Yeah, it's a Scientology kind of cult thing, and he's using it trying to get back into the 7. That's pretty funny.
I still think when he's that dolphin goes through that windshield, I've never laughed harder out loud. That
Well,
That's true.
wait till you
Wait.
see his big action scene this season.
Yeah, with the whale.
and I do like how they put him in Sandusky. You're going to Sandusky. See ya. Have a good day.
All right, guys. So, real question. We're taking bets now.
Okay.
So now that we have a little sneak peek into how the Soups get their powers, at what point in the series is Butcher getting his powers to, has to become evil to stop evil in his twisted mind, and what will his power be?
All right, so you're saying that's how it's going to go. You think he's going to,
Oh yeah.
anti-power guy is going to soup up and get the power to...
He's gonna realize he has to power up to stop them.
Guys,
so
I'll-
he's gonna become everything he hates.
I'll field this one because I know exactly where it's going.
Oh
Yeah.
well, before
It's gonna
you give yours, I'll give you my lesser version. I think he's gonna have the power of the C word because he uses that word an awful lot.
Cookies?
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and
No.
talent.
The British C word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Charisma, uniqueness,
Yeah.
Sorry,
nerve,
we've
and
also
talent.
been watching RuPaul's Drag Race, but no, what I'm
Steve, do
Yeah, I
you think
guess
that
he
he's
is
just
Monkey's what I was thinking.
is he just going to break out into show tunes, Steve? Is that what you're saying? Oklahoma.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Still
Steve.
the
Go
power
ahead.
to be fishy
What
as
is the
hell.
power? What's it going to be?
fishy realness. No.
What's his power? What's his power?
It's going to be for the season 2 finale, like the episode, basically the episode before. He's going to be like, "I have to become what I've always hated," blah blah blah, and then right there he meets up with Homelander, and he's basically been turned into Weapon X, and that's how Carl Urban becomes the new Wolverine.
You know what? You
Drum
just
mic,
gave away
I'll
2 of
be in
your
the restroom.
crossovers.
He's got the hair for it.
Oh, he's leaving the room, guys.
He's going to get the power to negate others' powers.
Ooh,
And-
so it's gonna be like a Legend of Xanth sort of a thing where
Yes.
his powers that he can't be killed by anything with magical powers.
What about magic helmet? Can he have a magic helmet? Me and,
Everyone
my,
can have a magic helmet.
me and my magic helmet.
We're placing bets now, guys.
You know what? And here's the thing. I really want to get caught up, and I'm trying my damnedest to do it. But I'm running out of time. So I love The Boys, and I want to see it. Unlike Umbrella Academy that I can't get into anymore. But the Boys, I'm really
What?
interested.
Well, no one ever said Jason had taste. so-
Hey. I'm watching Ozark.
Have you-
Shut up.
Did you guys see the meme that was going around for Umbrella Academy?
No. Oh,
It-
the driving by one.
It was a bunch of like beach umbrellas in a storm rolling down a beach, and it said like, "Oh look, they're going home to their academy." I don't know. I don't watch this show.
Jeff, did you watch anything this week?
The Boys.
Okay.
5 episodes of The Boys. Is that enough?
I watched 3 episodes of Ozark with my wife. We're almost done with season 2. Got 2 episodes left. Really digging it. Really like it.
I think, is that when they all die?
I'll be honest.
Let me know when you get to the finale and what you thought about
Season
it.
2?
I thought it threw me for a loop, and I'm like, "Wow, that was really cool."
Are you talking season 2, Blake?
Yeah, Ozark.
Blake, help me out here. My wife and I repeat it to my wife all the time. This show is just bad decisions upon bad decisions, right? Top to
Correct.
bottom. top to
As
bottom.
if it's a history of
Everybody
bad
they
ideas.
meet and get involved with, they ruin their lives or they end up dead.
We just saw spoilers. The preacher die. That was the. Sorry, Jeff.
Wait,
It's been
so
out
the
2
Ozarks,
seasons.
The Walking Dead, making terrible
Yeah.
decisions and killing people off?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you meant season 3. All right, yeah, season 2 is pretty good, but
See, it's just every episode. I'm like, they're right. They are the devil. The preacher was right. They are the devil. Everything they touch burns to the ground. It's like
you're correct, and it keeps getting worse.
And I do like how their son is teaching them how to embezzle or how to launder money internationally. I'm like, you are creating a supervillain. That is what you are doing.
Wait until season 3 where he starts using the drones.
Great. Is he?
Wait till he injects himself with the super serum.
I was going to
Yeah.
say. I was going to say the Sentinel, so he
Compound
can go
B.
after the mutants. So, Stephen, Izzy, have you guys watched anything? Any couple things?
Yeah, we've been going back and forth between the 90s Outer Limits, which is streaming on Amazon, and you know what? A lot of them hold up. It's a little ham-fisted, but it's kind of great.
It's a great
and-
series. Great series.
Yeah,
I remember
like
that. I
17-year-old
liked it.
Ryan Reynolds pops up in a couple of episodes, and you're like, "Is that Deadpool?"
Spoiler alert, he got
Oh,
eaten
cool.
by a wall.
Alyssa,
Now I don't have to watch it.
Alyssa Milano's in one of them too.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
she
Oh,
is.
Naked.
she gets-
jailbait, Lissa Milano.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, but every single person, like even people in the backgrounds, are somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's star-studded. And then we decided to start watching RuPaul's Drag Race from the beginning because it's also streaming.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
highly
enjoying it?
recommend it if you just need to get away from life's dystopia and just watch completely ridiculous, pointless dribble. It's fantastic.
For us doing that, we've been watching with my oldest son, Amazing Race. We started at
yeah.
season 1, and we're on season 3 now. We took a break because we were doing Lost in Space, and then we went back. So that's another one. Like you said, it's like RuPaul. You just turn your mind off, watch it, have fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I did watch the how it was made, how it happened on CNN. It's a documentary series, and they did the Boston bombings. It was a not to turn your mind off that you can't do that. It's a 2-parter, and they basically did from start to finish on how everything with the manhunt and all that. And
I thought it was going to be a science lesson on how to make a bomb.
yes. But
Yeah, I'll just watch Patriots Day. Thank you very much.
no, fuck Mark Wahlberg. But
I'd rather not.
that documentary was interesting because, obviously as horrible as it was and all that stuff, I'm watching it and I'm going, I really, as much as I hate people, I really do miss the gatherings. It's really odd to go back and watch the amount of people running in the Boston Marathon, the amount of people around, and I'm not being funny. It really is like you watch it and you're like, that was only 8 months ago we were all doing this. Last year we were doing this. And now to see that's not going. Well, I know, but you know what I mean. That there's gatherings. It's not going to happen for the next year or two. And so you're just looking at, if ever. And so you're looking at that. You're like the amount of people at that place, and obviously people getting injured.
If
in that.
ever,
I
you
don't.
think we won't be able? You think after 2 years people will just say, "Fuck it, we're going to have concerts now"?
Okay, we'll do it live.
I mean, this is our new normal. Look, we've all already assimilated to this. We're looking at these things. It's like, 8 months ago we used to be able to do that. Wow, that looks crazy. Humans just adapt to whatever their normal is.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys were watching the Raiders game last
The
night
ones that
too, when they opened that
survived.
brand new stadium and it looked eerily empty.
That was a Walking Dead moment right
Yeah.
there.
And I'm not saying that we won't get back to that, Jeff. I'm just saying I don't think it's ever going to be like, at least I don't think in the next 10 years it's going to be like what it was. I think you're still going to have a lot of crowds eventually. I think you're going to get back to it. But I think it's going to be different. I really do. I
2
think...
years.
We're actually going to have soap in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's going to be nuts. Chaos.
Yep.
2
Yeah,
years
that's
or
it,
November
yeah.
4th, depending upon who you believe.
I don't believe... No. It's not a fucking political thing, people. It's all over the world.
But they're paying the hospitals. Whatever.
I just, like I said, it's just odd to go back and watch that stuff, and you're like, now obviously the bombings took place in 2013, but that was the first thing I noticed. Like when I'm watching, I'm like, God, that's eerie to see all these people there, and now it's like nothing. So I don't know.
Oh, we watch movies and we're like, oh, that's right, that's pre 9/11 airports.
Oh
You
yeah,
could like go out on that runway and go see
Yep.
your relatives, and then like even all of that, it's like, wait, they're smoking in a hospital?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you could do that. So I mean,
And you're right. I mean, things do change, and you do adapt in that. But I said, I think they had a concert in the UK a couple months ago, and everybody had like their own 10-foot section, like roped off, like you couldn't go outside. Those were your seats, and there was four seats. You had your group, and then there was 10 feet, and there was another roped off section, and you couldn't go. So, and I'm not saying that's going to be the future, but I think it's going to be different. It's just kind of odd to watch those, and go.
Having one-man mosh pits isn't just as exciting.
No.
You guys want to know what the future is? Thunderdome. WWE Thunderdome.
Oh, God.
I'm loving it. So good. The crowd of screens, and I'm in.
Only
Especially
Tina
after they start
Turner's
piping
there.
in this.
Oh, the piped-in sound of the NFL games is just unnerving. There's like a 5-second delay on everything, but I love when a penalty is called and the crowd starts booing, and it's like that's some dude like upstairs fucking around.
Well, and the best part, they've started blanking it out like people are cursing in the crowd.
Yeah.
Did you see they booed Carson Wentz off the field?
Eagle fans are the worst. Man.
No, but it was the sound effects.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
they wanted you to
sniping
feel like
off
you're in
the
Philly.
That's true. They started throwing fake digital batteries at people too, so that's okay.
No. What's worse is I was trying to watch the Fox game last week. Now I'm trying to remember.
Was that
Vikings Packers?
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Vikings Packers week 1. The background noise was drowning out the announcers.
Really?
Yeah.
It was louder than the announcers talking. And I'm like, there's no one even in the stadium. How is that louder than the announcers?
Well, if it was
that first week, they were like the whole game. They were like messing with the levels, trying to figure out. And it's like, guys, you do a sound check. Come on. Obviously, you guys are podcast.
You don't. Yeah. Really, you didn't run a sound before this?
Hobie does a sound check, for God's sake, you can do it.
And how about if you, I don't know, just not have that crappy ass background noise to begin with?
You know what? I don't mind it in the baseball games. I think they do decent in the baseball games. I have no issue with it.
I don't like it. It's unnatural.
Yeah.
Do
And-
they
and the
have the
European-
background noise in the basketball games, or you just hear a lot of N-words?
Oh,
No,
in the
that's.
European, in the European,
Have you never heard a
football
basketball
league,
game
they-
before? Tell me. Did they bleep it out?
Well, I don't hear a basketball game because I don't like that sport, so I don't.
Who's
it.
watching basketball games?
You guys know Steve
No
is like a retired basketball player, right?
I know, but still, we're still going to mock it.
I didn't, but I still don't like that sport, so I don't.
They also retired from D&D because they perfected it.
I was going to say, you're
couple months
easily a
ago.
foot taller than the tallest person there, and I don't even know how tall they are. But I know you're a foot taller.
I'm 6'8".
Hey!
Nice.
Yeah, when he stands on a chair.
Not even then.
Right?
Not even then.
No, but
Jeff, or Blake, you were going to say something about
football
soccer?
games- Watching football games
not a
this
sport.
week, you can hear a lot of good ones. Somebody started yelling like all fucking day. I guess they made a tackle or something like that. And you hear
That
those
was the
guys
Lions
yelling,
game,
like,
Blake. That was the Lions game.
Yeah!
We were watching that. They scored a touchdown, and he looked
Yeah,
at
it was
the
on the Red
Packers.
Zone channel.
Yeah, and the Packers guy, he looked at the Packers guy. He's like, "All fucking day, baby, all fucking day." I was like, "Oh, you forgot that bleep." That was
It was pretty wild. It's like, they repeated like 5 times. I'm
Yeah.
like, man. But yeah, the European soccer leagues do a good job with the fake sounds. The cheering and the songs and the singing. Makes it a jolly good time.
So
I
has anyone
was singing some soccer.
has anyone watched the events where they put the fake crowds in the stands?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've seen the pictures, and the pictures are great.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
the pictures are
cardboard
great.
cuts.
I'm talking
You're talking about
about
the CGI.
CGI, like
Yeah.
a bunch of
Oh.
fans cheering in the stands. And,
They did that during the Emmys.
well,
You
I
watched
watched
the
the
Emmys?
Emmys. Who watches Emmys these days? man?
Nobody watches
Uh,
Emmys.
The hell are the Emmys?
Saturday night, the Reds
Right after the
was
Ellys.
on the Fox, the national game,
Mhm.
Reds White Sox. So I was watching that, and yeah, every time a ball was hit into the stands, they had like CGI fans throughout the entire park, all go just and doing their little moving around like computer animated people moving around. And it looked terrible. I'm like, do people?
Yeah.
I'm picturing like the original Sims from
Yeah.
for
Yes.
PC.
A mix of Sims and like Soul Calibur, like just a bunch of like people like that's my ball. Ching.
Horrible 2D CGI graphics. I like the cutouts that you were talking about earlier, especially people that get creative. There was actually an Epstein cutout in one of the fans things that somebody took a picture of and put it as like, hey.
I think it wasn't Epstein, but a guy who looked.
Oh, yeah.
I
he looked
posted
like
the
him.
same thing during the Navy game. Navy Tulane game. It was a guy that looked dead on to Epstein.
Yeah.
And I posted it on Twitter. I was like, why is Epstein at the Navy game? And they're like, that's somebody's grandfather. I'm like, it looks like
Epstein has grandchildren?
Oh no.
And Blake, I root for Navy because my dad was in the Navy. Blake,
Yeah.
go Navy. Came back and beat
Good
them.
choice. That's right. Beat Army.
It was a good game this Saturday. Did you watch it?
A little bit of it. I got too busy doing other stuff.
Down 24-0. They came back and won 27-24. Great game.
Oh, and the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
when it was tied, I got to watch a little bit, and then I got dragged away.
Yeah, I was doing stuff in the house and I had it on and I was like, oh, damn it, 24-0. And I kept watching and having it on in the background. I was like, oh, shit. They kept coming back. I was like, good for them. So,
Which is rare because all they do is run triple
Yes.
option.
and I usually hate just
if they
running
get that
teams.
far down, it's over.
Yeah. I forget how many times they ran it compared to passing. I think last year, for every 6 running plays, they passed it once or something like that. It was unbelievable.
And the completion rate is worse.
Yes. I would like to be that quarterback here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't had one since Roger Staubach.
So, Blake, why don't we do some listener feedback here? Let's do this.
Some bomb listener feedback. Sponsored by Culprit Underwear, since I just discovered that year-old commercial with Paige Elkington.
What? Missing this.
Okay. Chicago White Sox just went up 3-1 on Cleveland in the weird extra innings rule.
The
So I
7
guess
inning.
maybe we're not
Awesome
making the
live
playoffs
update
tonight.
listener feedback.
Woo!
That's the putting the runner on second base rule, which is stupid.
I feel like it's a
Yeah.
very softball rule.
Seems very European soccer league kind of rule.
Those fucking guys.
Yeah.
Oh, my ankle.
Oh,
Okay.
floppity flop flop flop.
Speaking of European soccer leagues, first guy we have is that one guy,
Number 1 fan.
Ape hands.
Can't give yourself a
formerly known
nickname.
as.
Stork?
They said, thanks for positing the live version of the Hobie song by Dr. Bednar on beginning of last week's episode. There's nothing better than seeing a live performance by the Doctor.
We switched it up last week, and we're switching it up this week, too. We have the live performance of our theme song when Dr. Bednar was in our studio many moons ago, and it was a good time. Number 1 fan Doug requested it, so I put it on, and we got several fans that really enjoyed it because they haven't heard it in a long time. So I wanted to say thanks to Dr. Bednar for that one, and we did it in one take. We were awesome.
Damn.
So
It's also all we could afford for studio time.
Kind of like the Kingsman's Louie Louie, you know?
Yeah. Well, we have that version. The rap version didn't turn out very good.
No. We had Machine Gun Kelly doing it, and it just didn't work out well.
And DJ Khaled never returned our calls.
DJ Khaled! I don't go down
DJ Khaled.
I don't go down on women. I'm a king. Yeah, you're an asshole.
And another one.
And another one. Let's do it. Hobie top 5. And another one.
What else we got, Blake?
Regarding last week's top 5, most annoying things on television from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Number 1, Donald Trump.
Down the hall.
Reach.
Number 2, shows pretending everything is fine when it's not, i.e., The Office season 8.
Ugh.
3, quote, reality shows, unquote. Number 4, alleged criminals on dancing shows. List can be provided if needed. I think
That bitch Carol Baskin.
Carol fucking Baskin. 5, the family who shall not be named and everything associated with them.
Good man,
Oh,
Blake.
I thought that was a race in Star Trek, the Kardashians.
No, don't say it, Steve.
Oh man, what they did to Bajor was just
Oh.
cruel.
Steve, don't say Star Trek on this show.
Why not? Spoiler alert, it's coming up again.
No, it's my favorite part of Star Trek.
When it's over. What else we got?
Last time I fall in love again.
What Beatles song is that?
That's DJ Khaled.
You know what that sign means?
Big Dev.
Big Dev. Number 5, Joe Buck.
Oh,
Notice he didn't say Brenneman.
yeah. Stick to baseball, Joe.
Oh, wait a
Then
minute.
we'll
He's no
watch
longer
it.
on the air. Sorry.
He'll be back.
4, musical episodes.
I could get behind that. Get behind that.
3,
What if it's of a musical series?
Nope. Still bad.
Yeah, gotta take Lee out.
3, watershed hours.
No.
What's watershed hours?
I don't know.
What is that?
I
Is
have
that
no clue.
is that a Detroit thing or something?
No. I've heard this term before. I'm pretty sure it means like when a series has a really emotionally it's an emotional turn, and the season or this entire series will never be the same after this watershed moment.
Oh, you're talking about like those after school special,
Very special episodes of.
very special episodes.
Yeah,
of,
you know, like when they go and kill off one of the main characters.
Oh.
The
Oh,
water.
I thought you were talking about Silver Spoons, where little Ricky does cocaine or something.
Yes. Or
Here
that
we go.
episode of Punky Brewster when her friend gets locked in a fridge.
No, more like that
poor
episode
Cherry.
of Seventh Heaven when we find out the dad's actually a molester.
Oh.
That was after the show was off the air.
The
Or what about Saved by
watershed.
the Bell,
He was so
the addiction
disappointed.
to uppers.
Hold on. Watershed means the time when TV programs which might be unsuitable for children can be broadcast. The watershed hour begins at 9 p.m. and material may be unsuitable for children. In general, it is before children shows or family shows are shown before 9 p.m.
Oh, so infomercials? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. Look at this giant
Sham
food
wow.
processor.
No, it's like you have to have the 8 o'clock hour has to be family shows. You can't show the serious stuff until after 9. I guess that's what that refers to.
Man, that's
Yeah,
some
so on this
old-fashioned
very
stuff.
special episode of Hobie, we're going to discuss the real problems.
That's why the first hour of Hobie we can't get too technical because we start recording a little after 8.
Yep.
And then it isn't until the second hour that we can really get gritty.
Like now.
I agree. Batman Year One was definitely better than Lego Batman.
Yeah, you're right.
Good call. What else we got, Blake? From this?
Number 2, he says reality shows. No quote marks. And number 1, Jason will agree. Kevin James.
Screw that guy.
I agree.
And it wasn't even
He's
on
TV.
Jason's list.
No,
Yeah.
I've tried to
Is he
avoid
even on
everything.
TV anymore?
He used to have that comic book guy's thing where he would pay his friends to pay way too much for comic books.
You're
in a
talking
shop.
about Kevin Smith.
That's
babe.
Kevin Smith.
I am talking about
Not
Kevin Smith.
Kevin-
You know what? Fuck him too.
Kevin James is the king of Queens.
That's right, the King of Queens. You know, fuck him too. Fuck them all.
You know,
You know
the
what is
president
pretty
from
funny about?
Pixels?
What was that comic books? What was the comic book
damn
TV
it.
show?
Comic book
Guys?
man.
Comic Book Men. It is kind of interesting to go back to his first movie and see all 3 of those guys playing different characters throughout the.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting about any of his movies.
Oh,
You tell him,
shit.
Steve Dave.
Oh my goodness.
You're not allowed renting here anymore.
The best part of any of his movies is Fennel Thorson as the cop in Mallrats.
Yeah, LaFours.
LaFours. What else we got here, Blake?
From RJ Holt, he's adding on to the top 5 most annoying reality shows. That was a popular selection.
Yep.
Colin Cowherd, I think he's trying to get points there from
Intern.
for the intern. Cable, quote, news, unquote, networks. That's true. Journalism is dead. Steelers, I agree. Yankees,
Yep.
I agree. Red Sox, I agree. Patriots, I agree. Cowboys, I agree. Notre Dame commercials, I agree.
Fuck those. Fuck Notre Dame.
I think there was supposed to be a comma between Notre Dame and commercials.
Doesn't matter. Notre Dame commercials are awful too on NBC.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Since no one
True.
watches the games, they have to do the commercials for it. Like, hey guys, watch Notre Dame play USC or Tulane. Who gives
Why
a
is
shit?
Bullwinkle during Notre Dame commercials?
That's right.
Why is Bullwinkle doing Geico commercials? I don't know.
What?
Because
Why?
my fighting Irish accent, I'm told, is quite offensive.
Oh,
It is, especially when you're doing it every time Cole Meany appears on our TV, which is a lot because we're working through DS9.
How much O'Brien do you need, Captain? Miles O'Brien. Miles and Miles O'Brien.
You know, someday Jesus will join the ACC.
and just strike them down.
Correct.
Go ahead. What else we got?
Next one from Brian Ow.
It's really
There's
not
been a
even
game
over.
of Dungeons and Dragons that has been ongoing for 38 years. Intern and Jason, can you give them the secret to a quicker game?
Speed. The drug. Just use speed.
Just
That's
use- we learned
Amphetamine.
from Family Ties to not do that, Jason.
uppers or caffeine pills. Sorry, caffeine pills. Caffeine pills.
Yeah.
We do that too.
Jason, we
If
learned
Anything
from
I
Saved
learned
by
from
the
speed
Bell to
to
not
cruise
do
control,
that.
no speed.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Willem Dafoe in that shit. That game ends quick.
Okay, so here's the tip to Dungeons Dragons.
Just
Start
a tip.
in the
Please.
dungeons. Start in the dungeons. And then you can get out and kill the dragon. That's it. That's the tip.
Dragons in the dungeon.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
It's not
Seems
it's
so
not
simple when you put it that
I
way.
know, really.
It's
Hey, you know
common
what?
sense.
You know the game that Jim, Jeff, and I are playing. You know, we may hit 38 years since we only play like 3 or 4 times a year.
Might take 38 years to get to level 4.
I wanted to play, but nobody ever lets me. No one.
We
Has
already
to
have
be-
a walking tree, Jason. We don't need 2.
Has Hobie reviewed Monsters and Mazes yet?
No.
Yes.
You have? Have you?
No.
Have you guys seen it?
No, Jason has not seen it. Jason doesn't know what it is.
Next week, top 5 Tom Hanks performances.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks' best performance
It won't be Monsters and
before
Mazes.
Bachelor Party.
Oh, oh.
You know what, Jeff? Just for you. Here we go. Ready? Ready? I got you here, buddy. I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You got a Dungeons and Dragons background you're putting up for me?
There you go. Look at
I
that.
actually have to like turn my video on so I can see what you're doing.
Look at that.
He's got a dragon over his shoulder.
Jason, look out. There's a dragon behind you. I was actually more fearful for you when it was Nicolas Cage on the Titanic.
I would be too. So here's what you do. Ready? Okay. Let me show you. Doop, 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 doop. Poke him in the eye. He's done. I win the game. The end.
Oh, I thought you were pulling on his horn.
No, you never pull on the horn. Never pull on the horn.
I thought he was trying to jerk off his horn.
I mean, he's
Hey.
definitely trying to jerk it off.
That'll get him to
That'll
nap so he
always
can just walk out of the
that'll
dungeon.
always put a dragon into a deep stupor.
There you
Anyway,
go.
If it's a female dragon.
you
Yeah,
milk
you
it.
can jerk
Oh,
them
you
off
gotta
too.
like dive all up in there.
Yeah.
It's,
That's how you jerk off a female dragon, Jason?
you literally
You
have to
milk it?
find a man in a boat.
Okay, one, you're trying to milk a lizard,
Mhm.
a reptile. that won't work at all.
In our Dungeons and Dragons game, it does. Okay, maybe that's why we were able to beat the game. We don't need
By
38
playing
years.
a game that doesn't exist. I gotcha.
Hence the drink
Okay.
dragon's milk.
You know, everybody knows the dragon's weakness is a screaming orgasm.
Obviously,
That's right.
no one can concentrate during a screaming orgasm.
That's everyone's weakness.
Exactly.
It seems so simple.
We got some corrections this week, Blake.
We have a couple corrections here because we're right until proven wrong.
Yes.
This is from Doug. This goes to Brian the interns and his wife's disdain for watching medical TV shows. Listening to the Scrubs podcast, which obviously it must be true, they actually won awards for medical accuracy. Everything was goofy, but they wanted the medical side to be accurate.
That is true. They had actually a full cast of doctors to review the script before they put it on.
And how did we know that, babe?
How do we know that, Steve?
Oh, that's right. It was that time we interviewed Dr. Cox himself, John C. McGinley, on
That's
Everything I Learned from
right.
Movies.
Well, his son was having a surfing lesson.
That was almost exactly 2 years ago. You could probably find that episode over at ageofradio.org/everything I learned from movies.
Wait a minute. You guys have a podcast?
We do. No,
What the hell
thought you
happened?
just
Bad
crashed
ideas.
ours.
We branch into movies as well.
I thought you were like Genie of Hobie. Like you just showed up. What the hell is this?
Hey, this
Also,
is
yes.
This is like our podcast mashup of the top 5.
Tease.
But seriously, though, if you want to hear John C. McGinley bust Steve's balls a little bit, check out that interview.
You're worse than Mick Foley.
He doesn't have the
Mick Foley
nickname.
now available on Cameo.com for I think it was $45 last time I checked.
That's it?
What?
Yeah, he was surprisingly affordable.
Wait a
And I'm
minute.
like,
Who is this?
Mick Foley.
Foley.
Really? I got
Former WWE champion Mick Foley / Cactus Jack / I don't know, 8 other names.
There were a lot of people who were very affordable.
Yeah, Cameo.com.
I'm
Tell
going
them
to
Steve
it.
and Izzy sent you. They may be showing up on there one day.
Okay, go ahead, Blake.
Well,
Keep going.
now I know what
working
I'm getting
on this.
Jason for his birthday.
I got it. Okay, go ahead, Blake. Keep going. Sorry.
Next one, Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Regarding pensions, congressmen and senators get a full pension after serving 5 years. Hence why some only serve 3 or 1 term respectively and only run for office when they're older.
Huh.
Free
So-
healthcare too.
So a senator doesn't even have to finish out his
No,
or
you
her
only need 1
elected
year.
term.
You only need 1 year, then you can claim PTSD and collect your pension for the rest of your life.
Well, he just said you needed 5 years to get a full pension.
Yeah, so it's either,
just
it's either
read
you
that.
win the 1 term, which is 4 years or whatever,
Well,
and then
it's
if you
6
lose, then you're
years.
done. Oh, is it 6 years?
6 years
Yeah.
for a senator, so you don't even need to serve your entire first term.
No,
To
wait,
get
I
5
thought
years.
senators
Oh,
serve
oh,
for
no, no, yeah,
36
yeah.
years.
Yeah, that's right. Congressman, it's 2 years, and so that's why they serve 3 terms, so it's 6 years total. Yeah.
Now,
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
it.
here to incite violence. I'm just saying in the old days, whenever we would have problems with the environment and economics and whatnot, we would sacrifice something to the gods. And this feels like a solution to multiple problems.
I think we should go back to that system.
It all
Right.
depends on who gets to choose what we sacrifice.
We just
Obviously,
sacrifice who's ever been
that's
in
what
power
your
the
vote
longest.
is for.
Yeah. Rock the vote. Get those sacrifices.
Literally, rock the vote.
Did you see Foot Lockers in America are now you can sign up to vote. You can register to vote at all Foot Lockers starting next week.
Oh, the store.
Actually,
Yeah,
the
I
biggest
thought you
news
meant a
of that-
physical footlocker.
No.
The biggest news of that is Foot Lockers is still a thing.
Right? They're still in business.
They still wear referee T-shirts.
Oh, they definitely do. There was one in the mall across from the Macy's I worked at.
I'm sorry, what's a mall?
Still a mall?
Yeah,
Yes.
right? There's 4 of them left.
There's
Just
one
let
in
you
downtown San Francisco for sure.
Get them before they get torn down and turned into a Bengal stadium.
Oh, that was just slowly becoming. You remember how in the 90s everything just became Starbuckses?
Yeah,
The mall in downtown San Francisco is slowly just becoming all boba places.
yeah.
just let you know, Mick Foley is $75 on Cameo.
75. Okay.
Vernon Davis,
Still reasonable.
Vernon, yeah, it is actually. Vernon Davis, the ex tight end for NFL tight end, $300.
So, anyone with sport, Brett Favre's 400. Anyone sports is 200 and up.
Greg
You can't
Proops,
lower the market.
I love Greg Proops, $40.
Yeah. He was yeah. I went through there the other day and I had a little list made of
He'll do goofy voices for you.
Mark
What?
Summers is reasonable as well.
Why would you want fucking Perez Hilton? $90. Fuck him. That piece of shit. Here you go, Mario Cantone. I would like to see Mario Cantone, $100. Not for $100,
You know who
but
Mario Cantone is?
yeah, he was a comedian back in the late '90s and that early 2000s.
Yeah, was he Sex in the City or something?
Yeah, Yeah, he was
That's
on.
why I
Lock
don't
of-
know.
Ernie Hudson's like 175?
It was like
135? Something
that
like
could
that.
Ernie
our
Hudson should
anniversary
be
present to each other.
3,000.
Right? That's where I'm like, okay, hit us up at patreon.com/EILF movies.
Our
We'll
next
have Ernie Hudson
Kickstarter,
give you a shout out if you donate $50.
our next Kickstarter.
And yes, he will be in character from Congo.
Great white hunter, and I happen to be black.
Kevin from
Kelly.
The Office is $175.
Oh, guys,
How
let's
much
get
does it
drunk
cost for
and
him
order
to-
some cameos.
How much did it
When's
cost
that
for him
stimulus check coming
to cook
through?
you a pot of chili?
What's that? A pot of chili?
$1,200, and we could get 12 $100 people.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so time out. This is the best. Okay, so there's a wrestler that was like one of the nobodies back in the mid 90s that basically came
How
out.
dare you talk about the Iron Sheik that way?
No. This guy, he was a nobody. He got beaten up on WWE or WWF at the time, like in 5 seconds. Tony Ricca, he's $5.
That's amazing.
Ooh, here we have Steve and Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies. $20. That's surprisingly.
You guys
affordable.
would be more than that. I think Hobie would be more than $5.
He said 20. He just said 20.
Yeah, come on.
He's charging 20.
I don't roll out of bed for less than 20.
Well, you don't have to roll out of bed to record a cameo.
Wait, I'm looking on here.
Hey guys, Steve, just waking up here. Want to give a big happy birthday to Komar.
It says Dakota. It says Dakota.
Oh, Dakota. Dakota. Yeah, happy birthday and shit. Here's a picture of my dick.
So your OnlyFans
I'm looking on Cameo.
mixed with
Looks like Mr.
Cameo.
Pickles from Everything I Learned from Movies. $4,000.
Pickles?
Mr. Pickle.
How many reviews you got?
He's got like 200 reviews on
Where's
here.
that money going?
Chumley from
his-
Pawn Stars is $75.
Isn't he in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a creepy guy.
Hey, everybody's Chumley and Pawn Stars. I'm alive still.
Wait, did you say he's in jail?
Yeah, he got in trouble with some shit.
Well, I think he's out of jail or whatnot,
Yeah.
but he did.
I hear Joe Exotic may have some legal fees to pay for. I may recommend he get on Cameo.com because I know that bitch Carol Baskin's on there for like $300.
Hey, Blake, let's wrap this up. I'm sorry, I digressed here. Doctor number one.
Congressman on Cameo. Wait.
Yes, Professor number one. What kind of falling out did you have with Heno, Captain Kirk, and Nickel that they never engage with you anymore?
That is true. Well, Nichols.
Well, I know. Heno's been on a 3.5-year anti-Trump campaign, so he's been consumed by that.
He's anti-Trump.
Yeah, Nickel. I don't even know if he still has electricity.
Nope, he doesn't.
He's at the murder cabin.
Yeah, I don't think he has the electricity anymore, or he got ate by a bear.
Both.
A man's death.
But I don't know about Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know.
Captain, if you're still listening, send us a message.
Yes. So.
Yeah, you know,
There's one
maybe
thing I
he
know
went to
about
the
Captain
VA
Kirk. He's screwing
and
something
never
green.
came back.
Just let you know, Hacksaw Jim Duggan is $75 on Cameo, Jeff.
Yeah, right. A lot of fallen wrestling superstars that are surprisingly affordable on Cameo.com.
You can get a gamer, like professional video gamers to do that. I don't even know why. Juice Saft, who I have no idea who that is, he's a TikTok creator. He's $7. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, like I said, you could basically
You
just
just said
sign
he
up.
was
It's just a matter of who's
TikTok
gonna.
creator.
Yeah.
Hey, Blake, here we go. Chris Hansen from
Yeah,
$50.
Chris Hansen.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and you
Can
are
we
a creepy
talk?
man.
Why don't you sit down for a second?
Let's see.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm about to bust Hobie.
Charlie Fry, your ex-Browns player, Blake, is $20.
My man, Charlie Fry.
I'm just making that up. I don't think he is.
Oh,
Best quarterback since Tim Couch.
Yeah.
You picked Charlie Fry name out of nowhere there, Jason?
Yeah, he did. You like that, Jeff? Okay, Jeff, give me some theme music for News of the Geek. That's what we're doing.
You know, we should get into this, Jason. I bet we can raise a lot of IOUs doing this
We
stuff.
could. We could. Jeff, you got this?
Yes. It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay. So, News of the Geek. Tenet arrived in theaters across the globe in late August, early September. And while it hasn't exactly bombed, its performance would definitely be considered abysmal if it weren't for the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, of course. At this point, the Bad Boys for Life is the #1 film this year at $200 million.
Speaking of DJ Khaled.
What's that?
That's the #1 movie maybe in the United States.
Correct. Domestically, I'm sorry.
There was a Chinese movie that just passed it worldwide.
As a result, it's hard to imagine Warner Brothers is pleased with this blockbuster. That likely will have grossed to $1 billion. It's just earned $207 million total worldwide during its first few weeks. Well, you know what, Warner Brothers, I'm sorry. There's a pandemic.
Look, I'm sorry. Warner Brothers is displeased with this turnout when they're responsible for the Justice League. Get the fuck out of here. I wanted Tenet to make $1 billion, even though Christopher Nolan hasn't had a huge financial success in a decade.
A movie that nobody even gives two shits about except for like 10 geeks who rule the internet.
It stars Denzel Washington's kid.
I don't even know his first name.
John.
Yes, he has two of them. It's John David Washington.
So he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
We can't confirm
He's a
that.
great actor. Okay,
Yeah,
to be fair, I
his
have
middle name isn't
Tenet.
Wayne.
I'll put
Come
that
on.
out there. To say it's disappointing that Tenet didn't make $1 billion is like, oh yeah, I'm disappointed Pootie Tang didn't make $500 million back in 1991.
You know what it looks like to me? Looks like a less relatable version of
Inception?
Inception.
Another Christopher Nolan movie that made like $3 billion, right?
It should have only made $3. I'm a dream inside a dream inside a dream. I have a dream.
It's another Christopher Nolan movie that nobody understands.
Nope.
That's right.
I'm
Well,
so
it's like-
edgy.
It's like Tarantino. Like Tarantino doesn't make $1 billion movies. You know who makes $1 billion movies? Fast and Furious. That's it.
It's true.
Maybe Beauty
Jurassic
and the
World.
Beast or like some other
People
Disney
don't want
bullshit.
to. People don't want to see a movie named Tenet that doesn't even have David Tennant in it.
Right? You keep waiting for him to show up at the end to make this thing good, and they're like, "The fuck is going on?"
It's not even the same word.
Well, hold on. We're not done yet. With so
To
many
be fair, Tenet isn't a word.
You make up a dumb word and call
But
it a
if you
movie.
separate it, 10 and E.T. is.
So there should be
There's
10
10 of them.
aliens,
Sequel.
10
That would be the greatest thing
extraterrestrials.
ever.
That's right. With so many people uncomfortable with returning to movie theaters, things are unlikely to improve, but not every studio is willing to embrace PVOD releases just yet.
They're suckers.
Yeah, because they don't want money, apparently.
Disney most definitely did by putting Mulan on Disney Plus for $30 as part of its Premier Access service. And a new report from Yahoo Finance points to the live-action adaptation being a bigger hit than Tenet. Based on figures by the analytics firm Seven Park Data, it's believed that the movie has earned $261 million domestically. And it's ahead of Tenet's $207 million global haul.
Because people want to see Mulan and not fucking Tenet.
People want to watch Trolls World Tour, not Tenet.
Yeah. What made more money? Trolls World Tour because they released for $30 a pop back in March or April.
It was
or whatever.
20.
Are they comparing a PG movie making more money than a rated R movie?
Is Tenet rated R?
I thought it was.
Mulan's PG-13.
Mulan's PG-13? Oh my
Yeah.
god, people shouldn't be watching that.
Yeah.
They're sword fighting, apparently.
Mulan should be
there
made
might
for
be some
children.
harm.
Rumor is that it says, will Black Widow also head to Disney Plus? It's impossible to say. It may be impossible to say, but we'll speculate. Rumor is that it is coming to Disney Plus in November for $30.
No, it will be possible to say because we'll eventually know when it comes out.
Well, they,
Only if they want money for Black Widow, or they could keep sitting on it for the next 3 to 85 years. And,
Also, did
Correct.
anybody else just think Tenet was already out?
Yeah, well, I heard a rumor.
Like,
I think it came out right after the New Mutants. Wait, that did come out, right?
Yes.
It did.
Not
Oh, was
well.
it?
No,
We'll
I'm
get-
wrong. Tenet is PG-13.
Jim
well,
is.
there's its problem.
I know that should be a rated R movie.
I was going to say NC-17. Jim is with us. Hi, Jim.
Hello.
We got
How
Steve.
are we today?
Good. We got Steve and Izzy with us. We got Blake with us. Jeff is here. So
Oh,
welcome.
hello, everybody.
What up, Jim? We were just shitting on Tenet. Care to join us?
Yeah. Doesn't even have David Tennant in it. It's bullshit.
And by we, he means they, because some of us aren't shitting on Tenet.
Have you seen Tenet,
Yeah.
Jeff?
No.
No, I haven't.
Oh, Jim.
Not yet. We
No.
were supposed to go and didn't make it.
Oh,
Can you believe Denzel Washington was his father the whole time?
spoilers. He saved him in John Q, and so this is a sequel to John Q. That's what the whole thing is.
Oh,
That's why it's
God.
not making money.
Yeah, it's the sequel to John Q. Then I don't want to see it.
Ooh, I'm disappointed John Q didn't make $1 billion.
Blake, this is more up your alley because you were talking about Michael Keaton's Batman and Batman Returns during DC Fandom, not to be confused with WWE Thunderdome. Michael Keaton's return as Batman in The Flash, the movie, was confirmed courtesy of some killer concept art by Fandom Wire. They claim that the film will indeed follow the Flashpoint comic book storyline with the big screen Barry Allen messing up the timeline because that's what Barry Allen
Because
does.
that's what he does. That's right.
Did you see the thing we put on our History of Bad Ideas Facebook page? Superman and Batman are in a, or Superman and Flash are in a race.
That's what Peter does.
Superman finishes the race. Flash is in 2034. Why? Because that's what he does.
Yep.
So he ran faster than Superman.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
If the Flash was in the boys, he would lose to A Train.
that's right.
Wow, because A-Train is losing to people. A-Train's not even the fastest character in The Boys.
So
It's great when
Well,
it's gonna be great when A Train like just loses to Usain Bolt. But like Usain Bolt now.
yeah, post-COVID.
Let's see here. Anyways, they also are stating that the fastest man alive will be able to visit Christopher Nolan's version of Gotham City, is what they're hoping, and that Christian Bale might return. That lines up with previous reports that Val Kilmer and George Clooney. There's no fucking way George Clooney is doing this.
No, George Clooney is going to pass on that one, but Val Kilmer might. We have a wonderful piece of Val Kilmer art I'm looking at right now above our fireplace.
Yeah, guys, he sells art on his webpage, and it's very affordable. He only does
Does it
self-portrait.
look like him?
Yeah, it's him as Batman.
Huh. I'm going to say Chris O'Donnell might show up, though. I could see that.
What else is he going to do?
Vertical Limit 2. Let's see.
Oh, I wish.
I do.
NCIS LA.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. TV Flash Grant Gustin is also expected to appear. Why? Because I'm sure he'll mess up the fucking timeline, too. Rumor is that Nicolas Cage is being lined up to play the Superman who inhabits the same world as Michael Keaton's Batman, since Tim Burton was once set to direct a film called Superman Lives in that universe.
God damn it! Now I'm in.
Because one time Michael Keaton wore a Superman outfit. He's
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Because one time Nicolas Cage wore a Superman outfit. He's going to be in the movie.
There's a whole documentary about it, sir. Maybe you need to check it out.
Yeah.
But I
Or
wanted
not.
to play it
I
as
really
Joe from Between Worlds. Like Superman didn't really take off, so he just became a truck driver who chokes people out in bathrooms.
Guys, if you haven't seen Between Worlds, it's streaming on Netflix. Check that shit out.
Val Kilmer is $150 on Cameo.
Oh, he is on
Ooh,
Cameo.
Affordable.
Well, I got a piece of art for around 200, so
Steve.
Hey, Jim, we were talking about Cameo. There's a wrestler that had a cup of tea on WWE or WWF back in the day in the mid-'90s. He got beat in one episode of Raw in like 10 seconds. He's $5 on Cameo. Should we get him?
What's his name?
Tony Fucci.
No.
You throw him $10, you could probably have him show up to your History of Bad Expos, October 16th and 17th.
That's right. History of Bad Expos. Wait a minute. It's QuaranCon. I don't even know.
It's History of Bad Expos.
That's right. We are having that. Just want to let you know we did confirm Andrea Moriarty is coming from The Shepherd. He will be there. Jeff, you don't have to talk to him.
I feel so bad for this guy.
Great guy. I can't say his name.
Oh, he's a great guy, but the way you butcher his name, I can't believe he ever talks to us.
It's Moriarty from Sherlock.
Andrea Moriarty. Excellent.
And fans, we also are seeing Jim's old buddy from Mest Comics. He's going to be there too. Just to let you know. So, what's that?
Jay will be there.
Yep. Let's see here. Quickies.
Any Source Press?
Yes, they're going to be there too. And they gave us a lot of giveaways. So we appreciate that from them. Source Point Press. So appreciate that.
Check them out. They make good stuff.
Yeah, they do. Monstrous is awesome. Let's see here. Quickies. Henry Cavill has been rumored to sign a new 3-picture deal with DC Warner Brothers to reprise his role as Superman.
Man, I hope that doesn't.
Does that mean
interfere
Witcher's
with
going to
The
take
Witcher.
longer?
What'd you say, Blake?
I hope it doesn't interfere with The Witcher.
You both said a good job. And Orphan Black actress Tatiana Maslany has been cast as Jennifer Walters, a.k.a. She-Hulk, in the new Disney Plus series. I can get behind
You screwed
this.
up Walter.
You Jason,
screwed up Walter.
just sound it out, man.
Wow.
Just sound out the name.
I mean,
I got Tatiana.
Maslany, I was expecting you to screw up, but you screwed up Walters.
Guys, for $1 a day, you can help donate to Hooked on Phonics so that we can teach him to pronounce names properly.
That's enough out of you, Igzy.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I don't answer to my
that's a
slave
D&D
name.
demon name, by the way.
Igzy?
Yeah.
Right there. Woo!
Hey, Indians beat the White Sox 5-3, bottom of the 10th, walk-off home run, Jose Ramirez.
Milwaukee
Come from
beat the
behind.
Reds. Milwaukee beat the Reds.
And the best part is it was the free MLB game of the week, and it's on the White Sox channel. So Frank Thomas and Ozzie Guillen are just sitting there like, this sucks.
Did Frank Thomas try to sell you some Neurogenics or whatever that is to get your dick harder?
No, but he's got a big can of it next to him. I think he's trying to pitch it right now.
He's got a big can, all right.
Jeff, let me help you out here. It's time for Box Office News and World Reports with Jeff now.
So wait, we're just totally skipping over She-Hulk because Jason can't pronounce names?
No, She-Hulk is great. Let's do it.
No, I'm good. That's all I got. Some actress I've never heard of is playing some character. I've
Orphan
never
Black
heard
is a
of
good
who
series.
apparently is She-Hulk. All right, I'm in.
Since when did we upgrade the Box Office News to a World Report status?
When COVID took over.
I think we did that like 4 years ago.
No, it usually Box Office News and Report. He said World Report.
Yeah, that's something we've been doing for like 4 years.
Because they're tired of saying the grand totals in thousands.
All right, I'm going to have to one-up the bomb listener feedback now.
Good. Jeff.
Oh, yeah, and Jason, please don't ever do that again.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I don't need a song if that's what it's going to be.
You don't need
no.
another hero.
I don't need a hero.
We don't need to know the way home.
I love Tina
All we
Turner.
want are those box office reports.
See, that's how you do a song, Jason.
Sure, you take Igzy sides. Fine, just go ahead and take her side.
I actually thought that was Jason singing, and I'm like, Jesus, he's got work.
I'm a goddamn songbird, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God, Steve Gutenberg is $175. Jim, let's get on this.
He's on the list.
The goose.
We're still waiting for you to sign us up on there, Jason.
I know we're getting there. We're definitely over 5. We're definitely over that.
Yeah, at least $7.
I thought we'd be $350.
$350.
Not $350.
$350.
Go ahead. Oh, Gary Busey's $350.
Yes.
Oh, can we just
One-
quit reading that?
Sorry.
for
Done with the
$1.
cameo list, Jason.
He's got that pet
We are
judge.
done.
That's right.
I keep going down this hole, this black hole. I'm like, oh.
Yes. You keep complaining that, we were taking too long, and then you sit there reading cameo people.
Like Jason,
We're done
gonna
with
save you some
Cameo.
time.
Get to your fucking world
Nicolas Cage
report.
is not on Cameo yet, but
That's
as soon
it.
as he is, he's going to be able to pay off all of his debt and get that new mansion.
You know what? I'm out.
All right. Number one this week, some movie that none of us apparently have ever heard of called Tenet made
Tenet.
$4.7 million, a total of $36.1 million domestically on a $200 million budget.
I got it. Tenet is short for doesn't have David Tennant.
You know, Tenet pronounced backwards is Tenet.
Number two this week, The New Mutants made another $1.6 million, a total of $17.7 million on a $100 million budget.
Wait, hold
number
on.
Three this
They released the New Mutants?
Right?
This should be headliner news.
You realize that joke has been 5 weeks old now?
Oh.
And it
Has
gets
it?
better every week.
No, the joke that is the New Mutants is like 3 years old.
Number three, Infidel made $1.5 million in its opening weekend on an unknown budget. Number four, Unhinged made $1.3 million, a total of $15.7 million on a budget of $33 million.
Apparently the dogs want to talk about Infidel.
Oh, fuck the
Fan of
dogs.
Infidel.
Okay, by the way, Infidel making $1.5 million its opening weekend on an unknown budget. Do you think they were anticipating $1 billion like Tenet was?
Oh, Infidel didn't make $1 billion.
No.
I love you, Iggy.
Now I don't. I read Unhinged, didn't I? Okay. Number five, the SpongeBob movie: Sponge on the Run made $210,000, a total of $4.25 million on a $25 million budget.
SpongeBob getting
really
back into the top 5.
You know
Really
the
should have
problem?
never gone into SpongeBob's colon.
Yeah, that's
That got weird.
the Sponge with the runs
The
or
problem
whatever.
with this
Yeah.
SpongeBob movie didn't have David Hasselhoff.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh.
Jim, do you need me to take these films since you just joined in, or do you have them?
I think I can find them.
Okay. Go ahead, Jeff.
Are you ready for upcoming of September 25th, 2020? We've got that looks like Kajillionaire.
Kajillionaire. A woman's life is turned upside down when her criminal parents invite an outsider to join them on a major heist they're planning.
Oh, you never invite outsiders onto heists.
I know.
The sequel, The Money Plane.
Oh my god, my parents are so embarrassing. They're gonna rob this rich guy and they brought a new guy in.
Mom, I'm so tired of this. I'm going to my room and my yacht. God.
Evan Rachel Wood is the starring in that. Deborah Winger, Richard Jenkins. Decent
There's been a
cast.
Deborah Winger sighting?
Yep.
She's still alive?
We don't know, but she was when they filmed Kajillionaire.
That's right.
Or they Weekend at Bernie's did. Either way.
Weekend at Cobain's, Blake's film. What else we got, Jeff?
Something called Ottolenghi and the Cake of Versailles.
Obviously
This
the
is
sequel to Ottolenghi and the Donuts of Giovanni.
I think it's a prequel.
Prequel. It's a documentary. It follows Chef Yotam on his quest to bring sumptuous art and decadence of Versailles to life in cake form at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York.
I love Chef Yoda. Chef Yoda
They're
is amazing.
anticipating $1 billion.
It's the sequel to Queen of Versailles, so it better do well.
With Yoda.
Also coming out, we have The Artist's Wife.
Ooh, the sequel to The Astronaut's Wife.
I thought it was
You
the Time
killed my
Traveler's
artist.
Wife.
Yeah. And then I fucked
The
his
artist's wife.
God damn it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Claire Smithson, wife of renowned abstract artist Richard Smithson, is plunged into a late life crisis when her husband is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease and is in danger of not completing the paintings for his final show.
Is
When
this
she's anticipating $1 billion at
Is this-
auction.
is this in color and with sound or not?
It does. It's in color.
Okay.
It stars Lena Olin, Juliet Rylance, Bruce Dern. Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh, I know that one.
I
Just
do
equals
like
the pianist.
Lena Olin.
Okay. What else, Jeff?
Still Life.
The sequel to The Artist's Wife.
It's actually just
It's-
a documentary about roadkill, so shut up, Steve.
No, it's after the artist has died, and now they're trying to collect $1 billion at auction.
That was always actually the debate we had in art school. Is roadkill considered a portrait or still life, guys?
What?
This is a debate we would have in actual painting class.
Put it on a Twitter poll.
Oh, so you actually mean a painting of roadkill, not just roadkill itself.
Yeah, like if you did
Ro-
a painting of roadkill, is it a still life or is it a portrait?
It's still life because it's not moving.
Well, my question is because they used to do they would, like, when people died, they would, like, pose them and do paintings of the corpse. What
Yeah,
were
and those
those
are
considered?
considered portraits.
Then I would say the same with roadkill.
But those classical paintings of like a bowl of fruit and a dead rabbit to like celebrate the hunt, those are considered still lifes.
Well, that's because you hunted the rabbit. If your roadkill is hunted roadkill, then okay.
So if you
But
hit it on
didn't hunt-
purpose,
if you hit it on purpose, okay. If it was an accidental roadkill, then it's a portrait.
excellent. I am super excited. I'm seriously gonna post that in my alumni art group. It's been settled. Listen to Hobie.
And we're right until we're wrong.
What's next, Jeff?
That's still life,
Oh.
and all I can find on that is it's an Argentinian horror film. I have no description.
Okay.
Horror. Well, also, then coming up, since we don't know what still life is, we got Shortcut.
The condensed version of Short Circuit.
A group of 5 classmates is trapped inside their school bus after a mysterious creature invade the road. Wait, we saw
It's
this.
Jeepers Creepers 2, Jim.
I was thinking that episode of South Park where the
Yes!
teetering over the edge.
Jeepers Creepers 2. It's back, Jim. We're going.
That was a sticky situation.
Oh my
And then we
god.
all had ice cream.
Oh.
Okay. Was that it for Shortcut?
No.
A
The
remake
time
of Jeepers
runs, and
Creepers?
every passing minute decreases their survival chances against the constant threats of that unknown entity. It is literally Jeepers Creepers 2 or that South Park episode.
Hey,
Well,
instead,
guys,
they're
I don't know
not
if you know
allowed
this,
off
but
the.
every passing minute you have a decreasing chance of surviving.
Oh shit.
So basically, it's Jeepers Creepers, but they're not not anything else except the bus. Not in the cornfield. Nothing. It's just on the bus.
Just on the butt.
I like it. Change approved. What else we got?
So how many times did they show someone getting on or off the bus in Jeepers Creepers?
Not that
2?
much. It was kind of disappointing.
I know. We tried to count it.
There's only like 7.
Yeah, it was low.
I don't think it was even
Terrible
that many.
drinking
I
game.
think
Terrible drinking game.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Shortcut. The next title is.
We just did that.
Shortcut.
We just did that.
Oh. Well, I want to hear about it again.
Jeepers Creepers
How about
2.
misbehave?
The sequel to Miscongeniality.
Okay. Misbehavior. Oh, no, the sequel
It's
to
not
Geniality,
the-
Miscongeniality 2 Armed Fabulous.
It's going to be the prequel to Miscongeniality.
Oh,
This is a
When,
group
when she's English, because this misbehavior has like an OUR at the end.
Yep.
A group of women hatch a plan to disrupt the 1970 Miss World Beauty competition in London.
Holy shit! It is a prequel.
Yes.
Is Michael Caine in it?
Wait, 1970? Is this like a period piece or is this a documentary?
It's got ladies in it. Of course, it's a period piece.
Wow.
Wow.
It's starring Keira Knightley
Oh, feature Mrs.
And,
Britta.
Documentary.
and Greg Kinnear is in it playing Bob Hope.
No. Huh. Greg Kinnear is a lot more endearing than the fucking Bob Hope in real life, so there you go. Fuck Bob Hope. What else we got?
And we have LX2048.
LX 2048. A fatal, ill man tries to secure the future of his family in a world where the toxicity of the sun forces people to stay inside during the daytime.
This is a perfect film for me. It's a documentary about me.
It's a documentary about 28 years from now.
Like he's gonna go to space, get space dementia, blow up the sun.
There you go.
Wow, Jason, you are a top billed cast.
Oh, good. And then, unfortunately, because of the toxicity of the sun, the Earth stops rotation, so they have to go to the core and restart it with Delroy Lindo. So it's
All
right, show's over.
To
That's
hell
it.
to help us.
I didn't program it to nothing.
Fuck that. Movie.
Wait, Jason.
So what you're
know
saying
that
is they're going to train
Jason,
astronomers to become astronauts.
yes. to dig
As
into
long
that.
as it's got Stanley Tucci in it, I am sold.
What were you going to say, Jim?
Jason, Delroy Lindo is in LX 2048.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jesus. It is the core sequel nobody asked for.
It's made of unobtainium.
The core is amazing.
Steve, that is one of the few films that Steve has like a personal vendetta against. That he just like he cannot see the beauty that is the core.
Look, I'm all for stupid fucking MacGuffins. I mean, I've been watching Star Trek Next Gen and Deep Space Nine for
No problems.
6 months now.
No problems.
No
with
problems with that. But when it's like, this fucking train is made out of unobtainium and it drills down to the earth at a speed of like 200 miles an hour, like, get the fuck out of here. And then it's like, oh, we finally started the earth back and we have to outrun lava. Smash cut to 4 hours later. Da-da-da-da-da-da, at the crust. Yeah.
It's very realistic.
I will say my favorite part of the core, though, is when Stanley Tucci freaks out and just describes the plot of it and how stupid it is.
And then he takes a cigarette or something right after that?
I think one of them like smacks him, like punches him or
Delroy
something.
Lindo,
Yeah.
future Academy Award winner.
I like when Delroy Lindo sacrifices himself by going out into the core. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just go ahead. You won't melt instantly. Oh, you got these special suits? Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Yep.
LX 2048.
Didn't program it to see nothing.
So speaking of the core crossover, that leads us to our top 5. Top 5.
Oh,
Da-dum-da-dum-dum-bum. Top 5.
From Brian Auer. Thank you for this one. Top 5 crossover pairings you want in a movie, i.e. Wolverine with lightsaber claws, Yoda as a Green Lantern, whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I really thought that Yoda as a Green Lantern was a pretty clever one that I'd like to see, but I couldn't take it because you threw it out there as an example.
That's what Brian sent out there. Blake, did you have one? Did you do a list?
Yeah, actually, I didn't have time to do a list, but I've been comprising crossover movie titles I'd like to see.
I like that idea. You go first, Blake, with that. Number 5.
Oh, number 5 is well, this is my worst one. That's why it's number 5.
Okay.
I kind of hobied it with Harry Potter because I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do. Did I want Harry Potter and the Lord of the Ring,
Oh.
or did I just want Harry Potter and Willow?
Oh. Okay.
You could probably save on some character actors. By
Yeah, you
doing
want Harry
and
Potter.
Willow.
You want Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, that way you'll get Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood acting together.
Ugh, nobody
Do
wants
that
that.
too.
I like that
Well,
one.
you heard the thing where like Daniel Radcliffe signed a portrait of Elijah Wood saying,
Yeah.
"I'm not Elijah Wood."
Elijah Wood is a creepy motherfucker.
I mean, the same.
That's
the same
why he
guy-
was so cool as Captain in Sin City.
Ugh.
That was. I was just talking about that last night. You know how you can't see like what's her name that played Hermione as anybody else, or Harry Potter as anybody else, because I was like, yeah, think about what Elijah Wood did when he was in the Sin City character. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because I brought that up here with the fam, and they all looked at me like, "What are you talking about?"
I've been afraid of Elijah Wood since The Good Son, so I'm all on board with that. And also, if you can't,
he was the hero.
He was.
Was
No,
he?
no,
Was he?
No.
Or did he get away with
He was.
he
everything?
got away with it.
Well, exactly.
Have we not talked
they,
about that?
they killed off Macaulay Culkin.
Have we not talked about this? I have an irrational fear of Elijah Wood, so I'm actively uncomfortable right now. And also, if you could only see Daniel Radcliffe and only see Harry Potter, you haven't seen Swiss Army Man.
Oh, I was going to say Guns.
Yeah, what's that one you just
Guns
did
Akimbo.
there, Jason?
Guns Akimbo. Yeah.
Guns Akimbo is great. Swiss
Yes.
Army Man is like next level craziness.
Oh, it's out on Amazon.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to have to go with Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings, because you're going to have like a mashup of Voldemort and Sauron, and then you're going to have Dumbledore and Gandalf, and then of course Harry and Frodo. I think that'd work.
That would work. Matter of fact, that kind of I'll go next, because that kind of segues into mine. My number 5 is I want to see Jedi versus Wizards. So I want to see Darth Vader and Voldemort team up and take out Harry Potter and Luke Skywalker.
I'd watch it.
Spoiler alert: Jedis are wizards. They're just space wizards.
Exactly.
They're just space wizards.
They're just more genocidal than.
Now hold
Right.
on.
To become
Technically, they don't
become
have
a
to
full-fledged-
memorize spells.
Well, and to become a full-fledged Jedi, you have to commit a genocide.
Of children, younglings.
Fight me on it. Think about every single Jedi.
Jim, what's your number 5?
Aren't Jedi more
Samuel
telekinesis experts than wizards?
Stop it. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Jim, what was number 5?
My number 5, I was going to take space. I was going to take space wizards and take space magic and put it up against space technology and have Star Wars v Star Trek.
Well, number
Oh, I
5
thought
too.
you were going to say Spaceballs.
Okay. Well, I'll go next then, since I'll keep with the Star Wars thing. I'm going to steal Brian Owls because I really want to see it. Yoda as a Green Lantern. That's what I really want to see as soon as he said that. So I put it at number 5 because it would be number 1, but it was another person's idea, so I'm keeping it as Yoda as a Green Lantern. I think that would be a really cool option. So, Jeff, you're all blurry on your
okay to
camera.
rip somebody off, but you're number 5.
What?
Blurry?
Green Lantern didn't make $1 billion. I'm Warner Brothers.
I don't look blurry on my camera, so it must be a bad connection.
Oh. Steven Izzy, what's your number 5s?
Our number 5 was Star Trek v Star Wars, and basically it's just because all those whiny little fans can just bitch about this horrible movie that we made.
Put it
And
on
how
the
we can't-
board.
It's not completely canon and blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit?
I am going to throw this out there because we were talking about the core earlier. As a bonus extra, I have a theory. Y'all have seen Event Horizon, correct?
Babe, save it.
Oh, you've said this, yes, that is connected.
Yes, and then you guys have seen Sphere, correct? The
Yes.
Michael Crichton film about the, spoiler alert, the spaceship at the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So those movies, like, are absolutely connected. The Event Horizon disappears for 40 years into a black hole. It goes back to Earth back in time, where it's stuck under there for 1 million years or whatever. They release it, it gets to go back through the time hole. But the technology that they pulled out of that back in Sphereland, they use to build the rocket ship to hell of unobtainium in the core, which then leads to the development of the Event Horizon. Therefore, it is its own father.
So
Put too much
is,
effort into this.
is that your number
Oh,
4?
that's like a 4-part episode of Star Trek she just described right there.
So is this number 4 for you?
No. This is just a bonus one.
Oh, you hope he did.
This is
Oh,
bonus rambling.
if you want to know our number 4, we're ready to give it.
Do it.
Batman v Predator.
Woo!
You know what? Great comic book series.
Oh,
Great comic book
Right?
series. Yep.
they made that
Yeah.
already?
Which Batman?
Obviously, Michael
George
Keaton.
Clooney,
Yeah.
obviously.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, versus the Predator.
But which Predator?
The Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Kevin Peter Hall, who died in
Van Damme?
1992 or something.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's the original version where the Jan Harax or something like that. Not one of their hybrid hunters.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Is the Predator.
Van Damme.
as it was intended to
He's
be.
that tiniest little predator.
Taste little insect-looking predator.
So my
Not
number
little.
4, I'll do this. I'm going with Tremors, the Grabzoids. And I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with something simple. They just have lasers shooting out of them. That's a crossover. That's all I want.
Laser Greg.
Spoiler
So I want
alert
Laser
for Tremor
Tremors.
7 coming out next month.
Yes, it is. Michael Gross. Yeah, Tremors with lasers. That's what I want. That's what I want.
I just
Tremors
want
with freaking
Tremors
lasers
with
on their heads.
freaking lasers.
Lasers.
You know what? Real quick here, so we don't forget. You know, September next year, the Cincinnati Comic Expo in September is going to come back. Duke Energy Convention Center.
21st or
19th to the
something like that.
21st, Cincinnati Convention Center.
Allegedly.
Go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Okay, anyways,
So
move
I
on.
don't know if you
Information.
gentlemen have seen the pictures online, but there is a guy who has a life-size Tremor head. He brings to some Comic Cons, and you'll set it up on the floor and just hang out of it for like half the day.
Oh my gosh.
We did a Comic Con where he did not bring the Tremor head, but I was selling some Tremors fan art, and he had to show me all of the pictures. It was amazing.
If I wanted some Tremors fan art, where would I be able to get some?
Oh, I'd head over to untidyvenus.etsy.com. That's a goddess who's bad at housekeeping.
Thank you, Igzy. Jeff, what's your number 4?
Oh, we're back.
Sure.
Number 4 is I need to see a Tarantino directed Muppets.
Quentin Tarantino Muppet. Okay.
Man,
Wasn't that basically, was it a Murder in Happy Land or something?
happy
Oh.
time.
Happy Time Murders?
Oh, no. I want to see a real Tarantino do it, not someone wanting to
No.
be Tarantino and putting in
Melissa
what's her
McCarthy.
name? Melissa McCarthy.
Hey,
Melissa McCarthy is not a Tarantino player.
hey, Blake, what does Melissa McCarthy do in films?
I don't know. Like, I hope she shits in the sink.
There you go. Jim, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is I am going to take Noah, Noah's Ark, and tie it in with Jurassic Park.
Yes!
Yes, Russell Crowe going up against dinosaurs.
Fighting around
If the dinosaurs on the ark.
Jurassic Park.
We have a museum down here in Kentucky that has that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the one Hanai has the t-shirt from.
yeah.
Yep. Blake, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Xander Cage in the Fast and Furious. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's just him.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Would that be called
Exists in
Fast?
a void.
Would that be called Fast and Furious
Fast
Triple
and
X?
Furious Triple X.
Yep,
Fast and Furious Triple X. That's right.
like it. What?
Fast and Furious Triple X: The Chronicles of Riddick.
That's the
Colon
sequel.
Bloodsport.
That's the sequel.
That literally sounds like a porn name.
Hey Jim.
Yeah.
Hey Jim.
It's been a long time since I smelled beautiful.
Beat me to it, bastard. Blake, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Tropic Platoon Thunder.
Oh God. You win. That's awesome.
You haven't heard my others yet.
Jim, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is going to be Pandora, the Last Airbender.
Avatar mixed with Avatar. I like it.
I thought you were going to say Pandora the Explorer.
Pandora.
I want
The
to.
last Airbender.
I want to see the last Airbender go into Pandora and just tear some shit up.
Meanwhile, there's Dora the Explorer going through Pandora. I like it. Jeff, what's your number 3?
My number 3, I want to see mutant hobbits. I want to see hobbits with mutant powers.
Okay.
Just call them hobbits. Oh.
I can see like Frodo shooting eye beams and Samwise controlling the weather.
Look, we get it.
Shit.
Everybody wants lasers in their movie. We get it.
No, I know what it is. He just wants to see hobbits in spandex.
Mm.
Just spandex and furry feet. Yeah.
Jeff, hobbits in
Right.
space. Yeah? Yeah.
That.
I mean-
I have the wizards and hobbits are mutants.
Let's see. My number 3 is I know they were trying to do this at Universal, but a Universal Monsters film, just a scary one, like all of them combined, but they're attacking teenagers, killing them, and actually scary, like the Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of Frankenstein. That's what I want. I want it to be good, though.
So you want Monster Squad meets Gangster Squad?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want the Universal Monsters meets Final Destination?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, sure.
I know what she did last summer.
There you go. You killed the Invisible Man. Now it's revenge.
I didn't see him.
I'm sorry. The Invisible Man's going to do a lot more killing than getting killed.
Not if he accidentally gets hit by a car because no one saw him.
He's going to stay out of the road. Have you guys not seen the original Invisible Man? He kills
Yes.
like 200 people.
Yes.
The original Invisible Man, but in our remake, he gets killed in the first 5 minutes.
Iggy and
Because he
Steve,
was
what do you
crossing the street.
That's right. There's no crossing.
I think he looked both
Can I
ways.
reach it? Oh, yeah, guys. RoboCop versus Terminator.
Yeah.
Eh.
Get
You
off.
son of a bitch. Get off my podcast.
Sorry, my bad. Number
It's going to be
2.
amazing. So much chrome.
Yeah, chrome and metal
just
crunching and
Throbbing.
and of course it's directed by Paul Verhoeven, so all that crazy,
Okay, so
ridiculous
that
time
definitely-
travel paradox stuff makes total sense.
Yeah, we bring back Red.
yeah,
bitches,
Kurtwood
leave.
Smith, he's back.
Oh, we got to bring back Hobbs the kid.
Oh yeah, Hobb from RoboCop 2.
Yeah, don't be a queer. It's 50 million.
For people that don't know, which is 99% of our audience, don't go see RoboCop. It's awful. Stop it.
No, not the new one.
No, not
Go
the
see
new
the
one. No, no,
original
no, no.
one. The
Peter
only,
Weller
the only,
version.
The
the
Peter
only
Weller
good
one.
thing
The
about
two Peter Weller versions.
yes,
Number 1 and number 2,
the
and that's
only
it.
the only silver lining in the entirety of the new RoboCop is the super random montage where they use Hocus Pocus by Focus as the music.
Is that
Yes.
a Hocus Pocus? What can I do for you?
No, it's the yodeling
Hocus.
rock song.
Yodeling Hocus
Jason,
Pocus.
Google it right now and pull it up.
Seriously, we're not even joking. Look up Hocus Pocus by Focus.
Okay.
We'll wait.
What's your number 2?
All right. Guys, we brought up Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves fucking dinosaurs.
Hell
They're
yeah.
the
Yeah,
best,
just
right?
fuck those dinosaurs. Wait, what?
All right. What if we expanded into the entire Crichtonverse by bringing in, yes, the incredible summer blockbuster Congo?
Yeah,
the
talking
gr-
apes.
Yeah, Talking Apes and the Great White Hunter, Ernie Hudson, Monroe Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, and Hokumas Ramolka, played by Tim Curry.
Gorillas.
Tim Curry's.
Yep, Talking Gorillas. Plus, we bring in time travel from Timeline, where you can travel back to 13th century France by standing in a bunch of mirrors.
Yeah.
Don't
time
use a
travel
grenade.
years.
Plus Twister.
Yeah.
That's right. It's going to be a disaster movie with dinosaurs and a fucking tornado.
Oh.
And then we could also work in things like Runaway and Westworld and Rising Sun.
Wait, you skipped over Runaway. We get Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons is the bad guy.
As a bad guy.
Spoilers.
Is there a need for a Michael Crichton universe?
Where does ER fit into it?
They all have to go to the ER, Jeff, after they get attacked by tornado dinosaurs.
No, guys, obviously Gene Simmons uses his robots to kidnap Amy the Talking Ape and forces her to go back in time. But back in time, she discovers her raptor bros, comes back, eats the bad guys. She's ripped a hole in the time-space continuum, tornadoes everywhere, dinosaurs ruling the earth. It's mass chaos.
All right, Jason, that sounds like a great game of Smash Up.
Yes.
You got tornado dinosaurs and the super ape.
Yep.
What else did you throw in there?
Twister. You got tornadoes,
Time travel,
apes, dinosaurs.
We've got robots.
Yep.
We got Sean Connery
Robots,
out of retirement to reprise his role from Rising Sun.
Hey, Jeff, can you do your Amy Gorilla impression?
You mean Ugly Gorilla?
There you go. Ugly Gorilla.
Raindrop, drink.
Let's see here. My number
As a
2.
matter of fact, Ugly Gorilla and Beautiful Amy were the same motions.
They're all the
Somehow
same
glove
motion.
did-
It's about context. No, I don't know.
I wanted to add in that Michael Crichton verse with the twisters and the dinosaurs. Can we get Tara Reid in there somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Banned.
But Ernie Hudson's going to be our main lead.
Absolutely.
the
Ernie
tear-
Hudson is Monroe Kelly's the lead.
Yeah, he's the only one who can put things straight.
The tear in the space-time continuum screwed up her surgery. Let's see.
But the tear in the space-time continuum does bring back Bruce Campbell.
I got
That's
boobs
true.
this way. Let's see here. My number 2 is Firefly crosses over with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Jeff. I think that could work. I like that one.
I'd watch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I
would
have.
watch it.
Firefly's a rip-off of
Bitches
Outlaw Star.
complain about it.
Who? The hell's
Why-
Outlaw Star,
why-
babe? Who cares?
Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is, well, since you just talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, I've got Groot visiting the forest of Fangorn.
I don't know what that is.
It's
walking
a
trees.
forest of walking trees.
You remember that time a tree went to go visit a tree?
Ugh.
Great movie.
Exactly.
When there was a big
All
meeting of
walk-
trees.
all the time.
Moving on. Jim,
wait,
what's your
wait.
number 2?
7
You
hours
just
of
described
director's
the
cut.
happening.
Yeah, right.
Fantasy walking trees.
Jeff, you just described the happening.
Oh, there you go.
Happened.
Groot is in the happening. I like it.
Remember when trees really fought back?
Jim, what did you
I
got?
just
Number
made
2.
the happening.
Entmoot happening.
My number 2, it's going to be Indiana Jones. And they think he's going to die, but it turns out he's a replicant.
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit, that's why he survived the
Indiana Jones
explosion.
2049.
Yeah!
Indiana Jones 2049.
I like it.
He's still just beating up
Nice.
Nazis. I love it.
After 100 years of rest, the Fourth
Replicant
Reich has
time.
risen, and only Indiana Jones replicant can save us.
Blake, what's your number 2?
Oh, man. I just want to say that Hocus Pocus, tough rock band song.
Focus,
Expert
focus,
level,
focus.
man.
It's phenomenal.
It is. It's very difficult.
I actually have it here. Hocus Pocus. What can
No,
we do?
that's not it.
Hocus. Hey,
This is the sound of ignorance right here.
hey, Iggy, that's enough out of you. I'm done with you, Iggy. Stop it.
I don't answer to my slave name.
You guys got a title for the episode.
Blake, what's your number 2? Get this thing
My
over.
number 2 is, dude, where's my Pulp Fiction?
Like it. I guess brown.
There you go.
What's your number 1?
My number 1, I just did this because I would love to see a mashup movie of it. I know it's been done in the comics, and they had this special, publishers when they got together and did it all. But The whole Marvel versus DC universe.
Yep. I agree.
In every Marvel ripoff of DC hero and every DC hero ripoff of a Marvel hero have to fight each other.
Superman and Sentry, Daredevil and Batman. Let's see. Who do you got next, Jeff?
Captain Marvel versus
I
Captain
just
Marvel.
love
Would it be Cyborg against Iron Man?
No.
No.
No, is it with
Blue
Deathstroke
Beetle.
and who's the other one?
Iron Man.
Sentry with
Aquaman versus
Deathstroke and
Namor.
Aquaman versus
Deathstroke
Namor.
versus Slade.
Yeah. Doctor Doom and Magneto. No, same thing. Doctor Doom and Lex Luthor. Maybe.
Yeah. Could
Okay.
be.
They were leaders of their own countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Jim, what's your number one?
My number one is going to be G.I. Joe, The Rise of the Decepticons.
Done.
Ooh.
Done. Do it.
And
G.I.
I mean,
Joe and
Here's $1
Transformers.
million. Make it now.
you
yeah.
throw in He-Man. I'll be there.
G.I.
No,
Joe.
man.
The post-credit scene, He-Man comes
Oh,
in through
he
the portal.
Comes out through the portal.
And then
It's Dolph Lundgren.
It is Dolph Lundgren.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what won't be on that show, that tie-in? Mask, because screw that show. Screw Mask. Jim, they actually are trying to do, before everything went down, now they're just doing a G.I. Joe universe. There was rumors that they were going to do a G.I. Joe Transformers smash up.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Oh.
What happened? Everything just blew up.
Oh, you ever just want to jerk off
Hour
crowd?
and a half worth of explosions.
Everything just blew up and it was oddly racist for some reason.
The explosions are racist or the movie?
Both.
Whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Really just racist undertones throughout.
Jeff, what's your number one?
My number one. Picture this: interior restaurant. Paying in. Wallace Shawn sitting there. Man walks in across the floor or across the room. Sits down. My dinner with Deadpool.
My Dinner
Yeah,
with Andre and
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Are you shitting
Yes. Nope.
It's Rocky, but it's actually just Creed. Rocky owns a restaurant.
me? Oh God, I got a bonus one.
Jeff, get
But I
out.
mean, can you imagine sitting there talking about life's and existentialist problems and what everything means to a guy who like talks through the fourth wall and realizes that he's just in a movie about talking about this stuff? It writes itself.
You see, you're part of the Dinner with Andre and Deadpool.
Get out. Get out.
Nope. That is number one. My dinner with Deadpool.
My number one is Sherlock Holmes, because I like the character of Sherlock Holmes.
I'm
He
out.
uses a DeLorean to go through time to fight crime and prevent it. There you
Ooh,
go.
I saw that episode of Star Trek.
What? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I think there literally was in Next Gen.
The holodeck was malfunctioning.
Of course the holodeck malfunctioned because Miles and Miles of O'Brien wasn't there to fix it.
Well, that's mine. You know what? Screw you all, okay? That was mine. Sherlock Holmes, I thought was perfect.
Wait.
Sherlock
So
Holmes never prevents crime. He just
He solves them.
it
I'm sorry.
after
He'll
it
solve
happened.
them. He'll solve them. What was that, Jim?
So he's going to use a DeLorean, and he's not going to use it's a phone booth.
Nope. He's going to use the DeLorean. He's going to have the doctor help him, Christopher Lloyd. That's his Watson.
Face Moriarty.
Christopher Lloyd's Dr. for Watson. Excellent.
Yep.
I'm in.
I am actually in.
See? Turned it around, didn't I? Ha! Fuck you all.
Sherlock.
Iggy and Steve, what's your number one?
Okay, well, I got to throw in my bonus one here real quick
Okay.
because you guys brought up the Rocky universe. We actually did a stupid commercial where it's Creed, Pet Cemetery.
Do they bring
It's
back
about-
Apollo
It's
Creed?
about Apollo Creed. Yeah. If you want to hear the whole trailer, check out Everything I Learned from Movies on all your favorite podcatchers. It pops up once in a while.
Wow.
But
Cousin Pet Cemetery. The family's name is Creed.
And there's even a little stinger at the end for Creed Pet Cemetery 2. But number one, of course, it's finally going to happen. This may be a spoiler alert for Fast and Furious X.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's the Fast and Furious universe, bringing in both Point Break, its original inspiration, and the Expendables.
Oh,
How is that going to happen? Well, as mentioned, I think on a previous episode, we find out Sylvester Stallone is Dom's father as the character Barney Ross from the Expendables. Hence why it's Fast and Furious Expendables. Keanu, a.k.a. former FBI agent, special agent Johnny Utah, is now the bad guy, as they found out he's an android vampire, and that's why he hasn't aged a day in 35 years, and now he runs the race station floating in orbit above the Earth.
Yeah, Dom has to skip going to Race Wars. Obviously,
Race.
the name of the race thing that's in
Yes.
Fast and Furious. They go a couple of times
Yep.
to go to the race station.
That whole franchise could have been called Race Wars. Okay,
It almost was.
well, time out.
but
First
but
Okay,
there's
so
one
time
more.
out.
There's
Oh,
one
okay.
more. One more thing, because it's very important. We find out who Brian's father is. Yes, Bodie, Patrick Swayze from Point Break. It makes perfect sense. And yes,
They
they
have so
will
much in
both be
common.
starring in this movie.
You know, the sad thing is, I think it could work.
It's totally going to work. We've already sent the script in. I know they're going to try to fuck us over on our percentage, but it's okay. It's happening. Coming in
So are they-
2025.
Are they using the technology to just animate Patrick
Yeah, they're gonna grab
Swayze
Bob
and
Barker.
It's going to be a lot of Paul Walker's brothers, even though they're really going to be uncomfortable with it.
No.
And then it's going to be Don Swayze, his brother, kind of, with a little CGI.
Time out.
I thought they were just going to bury him in the pet cemetery and then bring him back to act.
No, that was the bonus one. That was the Creed thing.
I actually.
No, but they're going to do that with Patrick Swayze and Paul Walker so they can put him in the movie.
in real life, not the movie.
In real life.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Obviously, you can't
look,
do Paul Walker. It was a
there's-
fiery accident.
guys, the way you keep the pet cemetery is you don't bring too much attention to the pet cemetery, okay?
First
I mean-
rule of Pet Cemetery: don't talk about Pet Cemetery.
I mean, if people found out what Paul Walker's back from the dead, I distinctly remember that being a big thing. You have to subtly bring him back, like.
No.
like as the voice in a Fast and Furious.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Time out,
all
time
you do is say, no, that's the Mandela
I don't want to give too
effect.
much away.
You just think you remember him dying, but he really didn't.
See, I thought
And
the
then
whole.
Chadwick Boseman comes back. No,
Aw.
Too soon. Too
I
soon.
know.
Time out. When Jeff said animated Patrick Swayze and Paul Walker, I just want like everyone to be real life characters, and then like a Simpsons version of Paul Walker and Patrick Swayze in the movie. That's all I want.
No, and
Yeah, we're thinking more
nothing spoken. Just
They come back as Muppets.
That's right.
sold. I'm in.
Okay, so before we wrap this sucker up, we have to hear from Brian Auer, who came up with this idea.
Oh, okay.
Number 5, Stargate Wars. Jack and Daniel go through the gate and end up in the Yavin temples. Yavin, the Jedi temples. Number 4,
10 minutes too late.
CW heroes and villains visit Hallmark small towns to find love. Same actors already star in both. I like that idea. The
Yeah,
CW
that's actually not a bad one. I mean,
I like it. Batman versus Daredevil, Ben Affleck in both roles. I like this one. Mandalorians versus Predators. I like that.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Midichlorians versus Predators. Wait, what?
Let's see.
Mandalorian versus midichlorians.
Mandalorians with midichlorians.
Number 1 is Boba Fett as Judge Dredd. I like that. Let's see here. Dev.
But Judge Dredd is such a cool hero, and Boba Fett is terrible at his job.
Yeah.
I mean,
As-
It's a lot
jetpacks
like
into
Judge
the side of a
Dredd.
barn.
It's a lot like Judge Dredd 95, and basically
Oh.
Boba Fett's the Rob Schneider of that combination. It's like a buddy comedy thing.
As Blake says, don't put your jetpack on the back. Just don't do it. Dev had Judge Dredd as John Kimball in Kindergarten Cop.
I'd watch it.
Chucky as Dolly in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the Island of the Misfit Toys.
Sold like that.
That's a good one.
Joseph Heiter, the surgeon in Human Centipede, as Christopher Turk in Scrubs. Jack Torrance from The Shining as Paul Sheldon in Misery.
Yeah.
The narrator / Tyler Durden as Milton in The Office in Office Space.
You know what? I would totally watch that movie.
And honorable mention, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman as Major Benson Payne in Major Payne.
Or Renaissance Man. Speaking of Marky Mark.
Kevin as Cincy Explorer had Captain America / Batman team up. Chucky versus Freddy Krueger. Jack Bauer as James Bond.
No. Chucky versus the Leprechaun. That's the one everybody
Yes.
Warwick Davis is cashing that money.
Everyone wants to see a little person fight.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage versus Warwick Davis. The fight we need.
Peter Dinklage as his character from Tiptoes.
Oh, no.
I am a French Marxist.
And Harold Kumar J. Silent Bob team up. And Star Wars Avengers Adventure. Star Wars / Avengers Adventure. So I like that one. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's it. So there you go. So thanks everybody for sending them in. Oh, real quick, 25 years ago today, Empire Records premiered. So there you go.
Good movie.
Damn the man.
It's Rex Manning Day.
Say no more. Money more.
I don't think I have to justify my art to you, Jeff. Let's see here.
Can't dwell. We mustn't.
By the way, Empire Records box office numbers, like they were released in 2020. That was more like they were released in 2020. It was like dozens of dollars.
But they didn't make $1 million. I didn't make $1 million with Empire Records.
Bad idea of the week, number 597. Expecting a movie to make $1 billion during COVID at the box office. Titles for the show. Jeff, did you have any?
Oh, I've got a few here.
Jeff or Jim, do you have any?
The Sound of Ignorance or something?
I didn't write anything down.
Okay.
I was late ready to write them down.
Titles, I've got Famous for Making Good Choices. No one can concentrate during a screaming orgasm. Get drunk and order a lot of cameos.
I'm sorry, what's that? What was that?
Get drunk and order a lot of cameos.
Okay.
Happy Birthday, Dakota. A Man's Death. I'm not sure. I don't remember what that was, but it was funny when I wrote it.
Oh, it was being eaten by a bear. That's a man's death.
Oh. Exizzy. A period piece.
You know, that could be taken the wrong way.
I know, I like
So
it.
I'll take it the exact right way.
That's how I meant it.
Get off my podcast.
Get off my podcast.
And the sound of ignorance.
Sound of ignorance.
I like that one too. I didn't see him for the Invisible Man. Anticipating $1 billion. Turf Wars, when Izzy was part of the Latin Kings. Never Pull the Horn. And A Man's Death. I had A Man's Death, Jeff. And a Sputnik Hammock. I do like a period piece. But what was that last one you said, Jeff? The Sound of Ignorance?
This is the Sound of Ignorance.
I like that one a lot. What do you think? Iggy and Steve, what do you pick?
Yeah, I think we're basically down to This is the Sound of Ignorance or a period piece starring Keira Knightley or something.
No, it was. Of course, it's a period piece.
Women
It's
are
starring
in it.
Women.
Yeah.
Your pick. Which one?
I was lessening the length of that title.
Yes,
People
we're doing.
who listen will understand it, but
We did get one of those FFs, on Twitter, like, hey, follow these people. We did get a new, hey, follow these great history podcasts, and we were on it.
Yes!
So I think we should do a period piece. I think we should.
Yeah, all the new followers like, hey, gotta listen to this episode.
they're talking. It's a period piece.
Check out our featured episode. That's a period piece.
Change approved. Roger says goodbye.
Wait, what about our shout out?
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Sorry. Stephen
damn
Izzy,
it.
where can we find you? Sorry.
Jason, step aside. Let me take care of this thing. Hey, you guys got anything you need to promote out there?
You can find us on Amazon Music.
Cool. Jesse, how about
We got QuaranCon coming up, so
That's right.
listen to that in October.
October 16th, 17th.
I heard Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies wanted to do it.
Yep.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. We really wanted to be there that weekend, but we're going to be part of the History of Bad Expos going on that same weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bastard.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So where can we find you? Since I fucked that up.
Oh, of course, we're on Everything I Learned from Movies, the podcast where we talk about great beer and questionable movies.
Yeah.
Available on all the major podcatchers, including Amazon, Stitcher, Twitcher, Belly Itcher, all the other ones.
Woo! Podcorn.
Yeah, I think we're on all of them still. Babe, are you on social media at all?
I am. If you like movie monsters who love kittens, ridiculous art, occasional just bursts of swearing, you can follow me everywhere at Untidy Venus. That's a goddess who's bad at housekeeping. I sell all my goods and services over at untidyvenus.etsy.com.
And don't you have some sort of art show thing going on this weekend?
Oh, I do. Last weekend of every month, I do a live sale. So if you follow Izzy Fisher Art, FISCHER on Facebook, I do a Facebook Live. I have a bunch of special deals. I make cool stuff out of my home.
And Steve's there in the chat room.
Yeah, actually, Steve helps make stuff too.
That's true.
Steve's quite the tie-dye artist.
And
And he doesn't drop his phone in a vat of pH balancer like his wife does.
I use pockets.
Women's clothes don't come with pockets, Steve.
To learn more about pockets, hit us up at EILF Movies. That's Everything I Learned from Movies on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
and on Cameo for $20.
Yep, coming
Yes,
soon.
let's get drunk and order cameos.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye, Roger.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.